Hey guys, we are back at our hotel just hanging out, getting ready for bed, but wanted to just talk to you all about our fun day today. It was very eventful. I'll tell you that it was nonstop from the moment we got up to just a few minutes ago. So,
Bring the M&Ms in here.
no, I didn't. I have some. You can borrow some or have some of my M&Ms. Just gonna wait and see if anybody wants to join us this evening. We are staying at Wyndham Bonnet Creek in Orlando.
Working?
I think so. I don't know. This is the first time we're going with Google Hangouts.
Oh.
Yes. I was just saying this is you, but it looks opposite of what it should look like.
I don't know.
So we're at Wyndham Bonnet Creek. This morning we got up. Let's see. Last night we went to bed around 1 o'clock. This morning we got up around 9, 8:30ish, 9, and got ready. We went to Typhoon Lagoon. Spent about 2 hours. I think 2 hours at Typhoon Lagoon.
2 or 3, yeah.
2 or 3 hours. When we pulled up, I'm not kidding. There were probably 25 cars in the parking lot. That's it. The high today was supposed to be 74, and temperature was good. The pool's heated there. All the water's heated.
Except the wave pool.
Wave pool was not.
So heated.
Mm-mm. So
it's a lot of water to heat.
Yep. We went and did that for a few hours, and the kids got way too cold. They just could not get warm. So we left there.
Misadventure Falls is really cool, though.
Oh, yeah, that was the new ride, which is the family. No, yeah.
No, it's a family. You guys fit 4 people in it.
4 people. So we did that. And then after that, we came back to the hotel, got ready, and went to Magic Kingdom.
Are you asking me or just like?
I'm wanting your input so you can talk too.
I'm eating. Caramel.
Who likes caramel M&Ms? So good if you haven't tried them. So we did that.
Who's out there?
I know who's there. We see you reviewing, but I don't know if you're commenting or anything like that. This is our first time going live with Google Hangouts, so I don't know. I'm confused. There's 3 viewers.
Chat. Mirroring works.
So I don't know. I hope you guys. Somehow I got to be able to see what you guys are saying, if you're even saying anything.
Yeah, maybe they're watching. Entertaining story about our day.
So anyway, back to what I was saying. This is going to be really boring if it's just us talking.
No way.
We maybe you could get on, look at the live on your phone and see if anybody's talking. We don't know what we're doing. So we went to Magic Kingdom and we met up with Steph's day off. What was that? Your hair flipping?
I was blowing my hair.
So if you all have not checked out her channel, definitely go check her out. It's Steph's _S. What was that? Your hair flipping? day out. Okay. So if you all have not...
We're not far behind.
Yeah. Sorry, we're still figuring this out. Oh, look.
There's a lot of
my
people
God.
there.
There's all kinds of people chatting. How the heck? I can't see you guys.
Why is this not? Well, I can see you now.
Okay. Well,
Hi,
Michael will have to read it on his phone.
Yeah.
Somebody tell us if there's a trick that we don't know, if there's something we're supposed to be doing. But hey, Mike Johns, how are you? Thanks for joining us tonight.
Viper says, "Hey, fam, how was our day?"
Day was long. It was really long.
But awesome.
But hey, Steph, after we left you guys, we were so hungry that we headed off.
Went to Disney Kingdom.
He's just gonna finish my sentence for me.
You were gonna forget. Hey, a Disney life for me. No, we did not do the party. We left at 6 o'clock when they kicked us out, and we went with Steph and Steve over to Animal Kingdom.
Yes.
And saw Pandora.
Best day ever. Well, it was our best day, but Steph had the luckiest day of her life because she met us. Not really. She got a lot of cool things today. So you'll have to check out her videos. She went live a couple of times today at Magic Kingdom and at Animal Kingdom. But then she had some cool news today of things that she did. So I don't know if she wants to share it in the chat. I don't want to spoil her secrets.
Did you say we got to ride rights of passage?
You tell them.
You do it. I'm reading.
Yeah, so we were blessed by meeting up with Steph and Steve and got to go ride a Flight of Passage for the first time. Guys, that ride was amazing. My cheeks literally, like, I have some big cheeks, but my cheeks were hurting like halfway through that ride because I was smiling so big and so hard that I'm not sure I've been that thrilled.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
You said it was Soarin', but like on crack.
I did say that. It's like Soarin', but on crack. Like it's, I don't know how to describe it.
Have any of y'all? I know you have, Steph, but have any of y'all done that Flights of Passage in Pandora?
Yeah, like.
And what'd you think of it?
Is it still like going?
Oh, yeah. I know what I'm doing.
Hey, Christian, how are you? Thanks for joining us. So we're just trying to describe our day today. It was full of lots of running around and good times. But anyway, so after, did you finish telling Steph that we
Hold on, let me answer this question.
Okay.
Disney Life for me says, any special Christmas shows or parades at Animal Kingdom? You know, I really don't know what they're doing. We got there at what, like 7:15 tonight?
Yeah, we thought the park closed at 9. The park really closes at 8. So we literally pull in. There's nobody at the parking booth to even like check if you are an annual pass holder or take your money or anything. So I was like, that sign just said they closed at 8, and it's like 7:07 right now. I thought we're not going to be able to do this, but.
Hey, D-Vlogs.
Hey. So anyway, you were answering his question.
Yeah. I don't know if they're doing anything special like for Christmas or not. I know that it was the first time I'd seen like the Christmas tree out front lit up and stuff like that. They had lights everywhere, but I don't know if they're doing anything special at like Rivers of Light or not. We'll find that out when we go to Animal Kingdom, in 2 days? It's our day there.
Yeah, we'll be back there because we have actual fast passes for some other rides. But we were just there for an hour. Well, really longer than that because we hung around past.
Hour, walking around through the park on the way up.
Past the time park closed at 8. Had a great time meeting up with Steph's day off and Steve and just chilling. Mm-hmm. It was so relaxed. And so like there was no awkwardness to meeting a complete stranger. So I hope she feels the same way. But her and Steve, it was really great. The kids fell in love with them both, and we enjoyed it. So definitely meet up with your fellow YouTubers.
Community.
Yeah.
$80 to subscribe to Steph Stay Off. Awesome. Show her the love.
Oh, good. Steph agreed. I was worried, I'll be honest, Steph, that you were going to be leaving there going, oh my gosh, 3 children. That's crazy, because
she may have said that.
Yeah. And that's okay. Because even my mom isn't necessarily like, love you, Mom, if you're watching. Don't take this the wrong way. But I know that at times 3 of them at the same time can be a little overwhelming. And my kids were like totally attached to Steph already, like holding her hand and wanting to ride with her and everything else. So
Steph said we had a blast. Only Jessica was a little awkward. The other 4 were,
whatever. Hey, Viapreet.
Hi, Julie.
Hey, Julie.
They're such good kids. Oh,
thanks. Viapreet, you guys come into Disney anytime soon? I think you said it was going to be a few weeks last, if I remember correctly. Haha, and Steph's laughing at you.
I just read what she said, you know. Yeah, it takes a lot sometimes for 3 of them. We have to play like zone defense now instead of man-to-man.
Yeah. Well, and they're always wanting to fight over everything, you know, like, I want to sit by this person.
I want to push the button on the elevator.
Yes, the stupidest little things. And you're like, it's a button on an elevator, but whatever, you know, let's now. So we're always like, okay, on Monday, you can do this. On Tuesday, you can do that. And Wednesday, you can do this. But we try to find ways around that. But yeah, it's definitely hard with it. 3.
We had a great time, Viapreet. It was so cool. I didn't think we'd be meeting up with anybody from YouTube this soon. But
yeah.
What, Steph? We only saw you in a live chat like 2 or 3 weeks ago for the first time, and already hanging out at Disney today.
Okay. After we left Steph and Steve, we went over to Disney Springs and we grabbed dinner at Earl of Sandwich.
He likes buttons. He may fight the kids about the elevator button.
So we had dinner at Earl of Sandwich. If you guys have not eaten there before,
thanks, Julie.
It's really look, I'm like frozen. Okay, it's your typical sandwich place that has they have soups and salads and things like that as well, but they're reasonably priced. Get decent portion size.
It's actually a really good price for Disney Springs, Disney, you know.
Yeah. They do have right now part of the 2017.
I was going to ask if you guys went to McDonald's.
If I could have figured out how to get from the from the park back to our hotel and McDonald's all on our GPS, we might have done that as well. But instead, we knew right how to get to Disney Springs because it's right past our hotel. So
yeah, it took us about a minute drive past our hotel to get down to Disney Springs, so it was easy.
Anyway, but Earl of Sandwich is good. They're reasonably priced, and right now they have a discount of, I think it's 20% off for annual pass holders or in DVC. I don't know. One of them's 10%, one of them's 20%.
Anyway. Disney Life for me wants to know if we checked out the Christmas tree trail.
Oh, that's where I was going next.
We tried to. I guess we took our sweet time at Earl of Sandwich, and it was too long because it was right there around the corner from Earl of Sandwich. We were like, all right, stuff away and go see the Christmas tree trail. we walk outside, and the guy's like literally shutting that big gate to the trail, and it said it closed at 10 o'clock. We were like, oh no, because we totally planned on seeing it. Maybe we'll get back there. I don't know. But I tried to go up high on the steps, like there's steps that go up to an elevator up there and stuff. And I tried to like look down on it, but I couldn't see much. But
yeah. It probably was for the best anyway, because two of our 3 kids were wearing shorts. And so they were already complaining that they were cold. So probably wouldn't have made it through the trail very long anyway. So
I know it is the worst. I was like, you got to be kidding me, dude. Just shut the gate right in front of us.
It's like, no way.
And yet there were people still walking around in there, you know, so I'm like, could have let us just sneak in, but not happening.
I don't know if we'll make it back over there this trip or not. I had also heard this past weekend they were giving out Cinderella pins to anybody that came through to see the Trail of Trees. That we missed out on that as well. We did get our
Ooh. Bio Priestess will be there Friday. Meeting up with the Walt twins in our theme life. 2 more great channels.
This Friday, the 15th.
Yeah, that's our last day here. We'll be here till Friday evening.
We should all get together.
Everybody's gonna be there Friday.
I was gonna say something about
Friday, man. I know for us, we were thinking Epcot Friday is what we have, but we could end up being anything. We're not really committed Friday yet.
We did get to ride the new ride at Typhoon Lagoon 2, the family ride. It's
Misadventure Falls.
Misadventure Falls.
Right.
There's only 4 people that are allowed in the raft. So it was the 2 boys rode together, and then me with the 2 girls we rode, and that was really fun. And there was
Epcot's my favorite.
Absolutely no lines whatsoever. So throughout the whole water park.
Yeah,
so,
we did the whole park in like 2 hours.
2 hours, like we did every ride there, except for we didn't do the body slide. There's some Cowabunga.
Kids weren't into that
something. We were contemplating it, and then this mom got off with her 9-year-old, and she was like, "Are y'all thinking about doing that?"
Don't do it.
She's like, she's not afraid of anything, and she came off crying. And her son had gone on, who was like, he looked like he was 16, something like that. And his elbows were all red as could be, and he said it was hurting like crazy. So, May before last, Caleb and I went down Summit, yeah, and I felt so horrible. Caleb went down first. Of course, I'm like, you go down. No, I went down first. That's right.
No, he went down first. I got the video to prove it.
Okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter, but
yeah, that's what she's talking about now at Summit Plummet at Blizzard Beach. Yeah, we went there like a year and a half ago, something like that.
So Caleb would have been 9.
Yeah, I think he was 9 when we were there.
I think he was 9, yeah. And so I was like, let's go. This is going to be so much fun. And we take off, and
I was just filming. I wasn't crazy enough to get
I didn't think anything about whether, I mean, that was our first body slide to go down like that. So I wasn't thinking that it could be painful or anything like that. And I get to the bottom, and I am hurting so bad. Like, my leg feels like it had just been split open, and my back was hurting. And poor Caleb, his whole face was red, like the water had splashed his face so bad that it just like took off, like he got a microdermal abrasion or something. He was a trooper though. I mean, he didn't cry or anything like that. But
Blizzard Beach was awesome though. We'd have gone there too, but it's closed right now during the like the winter months, they only leave one of the 2 parks open. So next year it'll probably be Blizzard Beach.
Yeah.
For now, only Typhoon Lagoon's open. Wow, Epic Disney Meetup. Thomas Ever After is there as well. Everyone wanted to meet up, so Mindy and I decided to make the trip up. Last minute decisions. Hey, last minute decisions turn out really good, usually. Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon? You know, we've talked about that a number of times. I think I like Typhoon Lagoon better, but I want to say the kids might have liked Blizzard Beach better.
Blizzard Beach better.
Of course, part of why I like Typhoon Lagoon is because I like doing things like swimming with the sharks and things like that. So when they had that, but they took it down this last year.
Yeah, we found out tonight. Good thing that they did close this shark encounter where you could swim with the sharks and things like that.
But they're all at Epcot, so don't worry about those poor sharks.
We found that out today. But I think the reason why the kids like Blizzard Beach so much better is because the kid area over there at Blizzard Beach is a lot bigger, and there's more things for them to do, from young kids up to 12, 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why they like that park better. Typhoon Lagoon has a kiddie area as well. It's just much smaller, and it's, I don't know. I mean, there are little rides for them to go on, but it's more for, I would say, like 7 and under or something like that. I don't know. That's just my guess. I mean, I think anybody, like my 11-year-old, could have gone and done some of that stuff. I don't know. That's just my opinion. The theming is definitely, it's good at both parks, but I think you really feel like it's weird at Blizzard Beach because there's snow-covered stuff everywhere. I mean, it's obviously not real, but it's interesting.
Hello, Gamerman 15.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh, meeting up at Splitsville in the evening. That'd be fun.
Oh, that would be fun, Splitsville.
Reservations at Splitsville, it says. They're going to be we got people at Hollywood Studios, people at Magic Kingdom, people at Epcot.
Hollywood Studios is where it's at.
Oh, yeah. We tried going live a little bit from Hollywood Studios the other night. My thing with Hollywood Studios this year was like, I ended up really loving it. Like the Christmas aspect of it all. It was cool seeing the shows on Sunset Boulevard and the projection up on Tower of Terror. And but the Jingle Bam show and the little movie projection was really cool. And the fireworks, you almost had to have like a 360 camera to capture everything that was going on. It was just crazy. You didn't know where to look. Just all kinds of stuff going on. But I was really impressed with it. I thought I was going to be like disappointed because what's going to top the Osborne lights? And that's what I always love to go run over there at Christmas time and watch that at Hollywood Studios. But it was pretty much just as good. It was a lot of fun over there.
We did find this out, so I'd highly recommend, if you're wanting to see the Tower of Terror with its projection show and everything that goes on down that street, all of that stuff is continuously playing throughout the night, so you don't feel like you have to be rushed to get over there. But what we did was we finished watching Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam.
Bam!
And as soon as that was over, the park basically emptied at that point. Everybody left straight from that show and went to the trams or buses or whatever. But we kind of hung around for just a little bit and walked around, saw the Christmas tree, and then we walked back over there to Tower of Terror, and the street was completely empty, and you were able to see the entire show. It still snowed.
Yeah.
There was not a single person. Well, I can't say there
like
wasn't.
5 or 6 people.
Yeah, they're like, but you could watch the entire segment without having 15 people surrounding you where you couldn't even like barely see anything, shoulder to shoulder beforehand. So it's just a tidbit for you if you're wanting to, especially if you're wanting to record it for YouTube for your channel.
It's just nicer leaving the parks like tonight in Animal Kingdom. Once
Yeah.
everybody, if you stay a good 30 minutes after, you just kind of get to relax walking out the park and not be herded out like cattle and everybody running into each other.
Michael is notorious for true. Anytime we stay on property at Disney and we have to get to a bus, my husband is 6'7" and has these really long legs, and he decides that he is going to run, hightail it to the bus while I am back in the back with normally at least 2 children. Sometimes he's got one
back in the day.
one child on his back or on his hip or something. But anyway, we've kind of learned that
just relax.
We're just gonna relax and take it easy and leave the parks without having to beat the crowds and run to buses and that sort of thing.
Disney life for me. I actually got 5 of those annual pass magnets at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, we were saying that. Yeah. The lady, Michael,
I told her I probably only need like 1 or 2, and she's like, "Well, you paid for 5 annual passes. You might as well take 5." And I was like, "All right, then give me 5." And say like, leave some for other people. But
now, when you went up there, you just gave her you just showed her. She
just believed me. I didn't have to show her anything.
For real?
For real.
Oh.
My charm.
Yeah, I noticed that like all the ladies standing at that first shop when you walk into Hollywood Studios on the left-hand side, I can't remember what the store name is, but we walked in right there and I noticed that all the ladies that were standing there that are cashiers and stuff were just standing there holding like handfuls of these magnets and they were just passing them out. But I saw you had your pass out, so I didn't know if she...
I was getting it out, but I hadn't even shown it to her yet. She just like handed it to me.
For 5, you just told her?
She asked. I said, "Do you need to see my card?" And she said, "No."
Okay, gotcha. All right. Hey, Viapree, since you're so technically savvy and all that stuff, we are on Google Hangouts. Do you go live on Google Hangouts? I know you have a whole bunch of other stuff that you do, but is that why Mindy isn't looking at chat? She's looking at it somewhere else, or is she looking at it through Google Hangouts? Anyway, bottom line.
Point? How do we see the chat without doing it on the phone like this?
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here looking at everything y'all are saying.
That was a long, drawn-out way of me asking that.
Yeah, get the magnets.
Dumbo.
I think she called me Dumbo that time.
Great question. Was my question great?
The question was great. The way you worded it wasn't really great.
Oh, hush. Oh, I got this giant laptop in my
I know we were just sitting here talking about how late we were staying out and stuff like that, but I'm like, I was surprised to see it was past midnight right now.
Well, your eyes are quite red, I must admit.
I thought I had green eyes.
Well, okay, the white of your eyes. May. Oh, she said she may be.
Dumbo.
So let's see.
What was better, Meeting Love Family Productions or 10 Tracker?
Oh, don't ask her that. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Do you think they
make candles that smell like everything, so that wouldn't surprise me if they made candles that smell like Flight of Passage. oxygen. It smelled like oxygen.
Waiting on some smart aleck response there.
You're still on. This is me. There we go.
I'm responding. It will be long. Okay, well, see, that's why my question had to be so long, because your response was going to be long. We
lost us. Oh, that's probably Steph trying to ignore my question.
Yeah, Vipri. I know Mindy said that she keeps trying to encourage you to make a how-to video or to do a video on tips of different tricks that you do. So
yeah, but
we're gonna
how-to videos are a lot of work.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna be on Mindy's side. You be on.
He's like, leave it alone. Let him do his own thing.
Oh, that's just the picture you have me pause that. It looks like my mouse.
Yeah, I won't want to be playing it, so you're not hearing it all twice.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. What else do you want to talk about?
What did you think of LeFou's brew?
Oh, I'm glad
maybe Steph can say that.
Suggested that. Yeah, it was really good. We so that's at Gaston's Tavern in Magic Kingdom. And I asked the guy standing outside the door, I said, so what exactly what?
You go ahead.
No? Don't.
Okay. I know better.
Yeah. Anyway, I asked the person standing outside the door, what exactly is in that? And they just spouted off like, I don't know, it sounded like 7 different things. And then I said, how long did it take you to memorize all of the ingredients? And he said,
2 minutes.
2 seconds. I was like, oh, well. But it was like passion fruit, marshmallow something, apple something, I don't know, but it's this frozen drink and it was really good. Of course, the kids, we just bought one just because we didn't know if it was going to be any good, but it was $6 for one. You could get the
I can't stop it.
Yeah, put them up. Souvenir mug, and it would have been $12 or $13. So anyway, we got one and we all shared it, but the kids probably had that thing down in about 5 minutes. So did you like it? Steph said she thought it was better than the
it was sacrilege.
It was better than Dole Whips. I don't know, I might agree.
Oh, Ed's responding here. We do it a couple ways. If we use Google Hangouts, if you only have one computer, we have both Google Hangouts up and the YouTube live controls open with the chat.
Gotcha. Okay.
You understood that?
Yeah.
Do it. Where's you say you have YouTube open too? Hello, TJ.
How are you tonight? Thanks for joining us. We're talking about our long, eventful day. We went to technically, I like it.
You could say 4 parks if you count Disney Springs.
Yeah, if you count Disney Springs, we went 4 places today. Starting out at Typhoon Lagoon this morning. Then we went to Magic Kingdom. Then we went to Animal Kingdom, and then we went to Disney Springs. And so it's been a really long day, but a very fun and eventful day. We were talking about all the new things we've done. One of our goals every time we come to Disney, and it's an easy thing to do, even if we typically we come twice a year, is to always find one or two things new that we've never done before. And that's not a hard thing to do. You just have to, a lot of times, read blogs, watch videos, see it on Facebook. If you're, part of a Disney Facebook group or something like that, you'll always find all the new things that are happening. So we always try to do that. So this trip, we already, what? This trip, we've already done several new things. Obviously, we're in some new rides, but besides the rides,
the Liberty Bell.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Here for you.
See, I have never ridden the Liberty Bell steamboat at Magic Kingdom, so we did that for the first time. I had wanted to do that.
Steph. What happened?
I had wanted to do that for about a year now, the last 2 trips, and every time we would run over there to that stinking steamboat, they would be like, letting people off, and then they'd be like, "Oh, we're not letting anybody else on right now.
We're doing some like dessert get together thing over here.
Yeah,
that you had to sign up for."
So that's been frustrating. And this trip, we were able to just jump right on, and there was hardly anybody on there, and that was fun to get to do that for the first time. But what was the other new thing that we did?
I had never ridden Flights of Passage before.
No, not today. We the Sunday was Magic Kingdom. What was
Hollywood Studios? We saw all that new stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll come to me.
The shows were new. What? Yeah.
It'll come to me. We've done something else new that was on my bucket list, or wanting to do something different. We do have some favorites that we enjoy, things that we have to do every time we go to Disney. We have to ride certain rides. We have to do Rock and Roller Coaster. We have to do Everest. But most of the time I sit out on that ride just because it gives me a headache from, I don't know, going backwards. It bothers my neck. So we have some of those have to do's, but we also
and of course the teacups is one of those.
When was the last time we did teacups? It was a long time ago. It's been,
the kids did it without us maybe 2 trips ago.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy the teacups. It's just, I don't know, we tend to walk right past it, heading to another fast pass or going to a different area, but
I didn't get sickly feeling. I'd like them.
Sickly feeling?
Back when I was a young man, I could ride the teacups.
Yeah. So we have a couple of, what are some of the have-tos that you all do when you go to Disney? You just have to do it. I mean, obviously, like I said, we have some rides that we must do, but we also have some restaurants that we really like to go to. And we try our best to always visit them. So like at Animal Kingdom, we like to eat at Flame Tree Barbecue.
Well, now I want to try that place by Pandora.
Yeah, that Steve was telling us about.
I want that rice bowl, dang it.
Yeah, a little disappointed we weren't able to enjoy that this evening. But when we go to Magic Kingdom, we really enjoy eating at Pecos Bill, just because
big serving sizes.
They have really big serving sizes, and a lot of times our family of 5 can share. Probably we could share 3 meals, honestly, but we typically get 4 meals there.
Yeah, when we're not on the dining plan, we do a lot of that, like 3 or 4 meals at a place and just share it all.
And so we do that. And then so in Epcot, we really like, is it La Hacienda, the Mexican restaurant that is outdoors, right at Epcot. When you walk in and you turn to the left when you're going around the World Showcase.
It's an angel.
not San Angel, the one that's inside the Mexico Pavilion where the Donald ride is, but the one that's outside. Again, we like that because we can share large portions there as well. But what?
The nice pronunciation on the hacienda.
Oh.
Hey, you got some answers.
Okay.
Steph said her must-dos are People Mover.
Oh my gosh, we didn't talk about that.
That's Jessica's favorite ride.
Wait, is she really being serious?
I don't know. Is Steph ever serious?
Okay.
No.
I didn't know that. Because I mean, I know that y'all were joking tonight saying Dumbo, People Mover, but like People Mover is a must do. There's not been one trip that we haven't done that at least once. Most of the time we do it twice. But we love People Mover. It's my number one favorite ride. And I know, don't laugh at me. It's not really a ride, but it is a ride.
We throw our hands up and everything. Woo!
But it's so relaxing. You get to, I just enjoy watching people and that sort of thing. So, hey, People Mover.
Yeah, Pecos Bill. Yeah. Steph's one take video was pretty incredible. We'll have to start calling her like,
yeah,
one take Steph.
You did great on that. I don't like a lot of times I'm like
People
talking.
Mover twice before they met up with us today.
We didn't ride it today when we went to Magic Kingdom, but we were
to
hanging out with you guys. Anybody else have?
Instead of Small World. She puts her hands up too. Oh, let's see.
Carousel of Progress.
Mm-hmm. You said that too. You didn't let me finish reading. You
then go.
You got all happy about the People Mover.
Well, then go.
She said, and the Haunted Mansion. I don't know what the Haunted Mansion is, but I like the Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion is good.
We're gonna call her One Take Steph or Typo Steph tonight.
Stop. Carousel of Progress is fun. We normally love to do that one if it's bad weather, if it's, really, really hot, raining, super cold, or we're really tired.
Or we just want some sarsaparilla with the fellas.
We do like Carousel of Progress. That one's a good one. What's some other? We didn't get to Hollywood Studios. I don't know about you guys, but Hollywood Studios doesn't have the most fantastic food options for quick service. We've never eaten
Pizza Rizzo's.
Oh, okay. So we did eat. That was the other new thing that we had.
Well, we'd eaten at Pizza Planet a number of times before, but since they changed it to Pizza Rizzo's, just rethemed it. We hadn't been there.
Yes, so we did try that out, and I was actually shocked that there was hardly anyone in there.
We had,
no
how big
line
that building
at all.
We had, I don't know, there must have been like 15 other people in there when we were eating, and we had the room upstairs to ourselves.
Yeah, we went up to the second floor, and there's maybe 3 tables taken, and that was it. So, but it's your standard Disney pizza, not the flatbread pizza, but the circular pizza.
Coughing stuff, yeah. No, we have never eaten at the Sci-Fi Diner. We just stop by and take pictures in the car.
In the car outside the Sci-Fi, we like to take pictures.
We usually do the ABC Commissary or what's that over there near the tower, Fairfax area. That little place. And we used to eat at that studio.
Backlot Studios. We've eaten there before. I don't know. I just think for quick service, they don't have that great options. Oh, that was the other thing we tried new at Hollywood Studios. I got this is going to be a tongue twister. The Bailey's salted caramel hot chocolate.
I think that was a holiday special.
Yes.
Yeah.
and it was good.
You could taste the Baileys.
You could taste the Baileys for sure. Now Baileys is pretty, not strong isn't the right word, but like, you know, when you have some, like, it has a unique flavor. But anyway, we got, when we were at it's too late. I can't be talking.
Sounds like we need to go to the Sci-Fi Diner sometime.
Yes. We also haven't been to the 50s Prime Time, and I hear
Well, we did do that buffet place next to it though.
Hollywood and Vine. Don't go there. It's not. Don't go there. Whatever he says, don't go there. You're wasting your money. Don't. Because
I hate to eat a lot of food.
The food is like mediocre. It's not that good, and you're paying out the wazoo because they have characters there.
Oh, I love chai latte.
Chai latte is good. Is there somebody that has chai latte?
Disney Life for Me said they have.
Okay, so here's the thing about 50s Primetime. I've heard amazing things about that place, and
it just makes me not want to go.
No, that's not it. I think, and the kids would be really interested in going. The reason why we haven't gone, to be honest, is because no, it's not that. I mean, that might be a little bit of it, but I have not pushed it, and I have not really said I really, really wanted to go because I'm afraid of the portion sizes, and I could be wrong, but Michael, how do you say this without making it sound?
Eats a lot of food.
Well, it makes it sound like you're, want to eat a lot or whatever. But
Steph has reservations for 50's Primetime Friday. Somehow she's going to do that from Epcot.
So I have to readjust. Sorry. That is honestly why we haven't been. Maybe you can let us know if the portion sizes are good. Michael is 6'7", and he has to have one plate. Sure. Typically fills up like one leg of his, and he's still hungry. So that's the only reason why we haven't been there. I'm just nervous that we're going to spend $150 on food, and then he's going to leave and say
eating a lot of food.
He's still hungry or wants to go somewhere else or disappointed. So that's the only reason. Because I've seen some videos and it looks like you have this plate and it's like, a tiny little thing here and a tiny little thing here. So.
Stuff happens. Stuff might cancel if stuff happens.
Okay.
Stuff will happen, that's for sure.
What does it say?
Well, she was saying they have those reservations at Primetime. Yeah, I don't know why I've never really had, I don't think of Hollywood Studios as lots of great eats. Every other park, I got my little places I have to go and eat at.
I will say, though, at Hollywood Studios, you must.
See, they like Hollywood and
Viapree. Oh, I'm disappointed in you guys. No, that food is bad. It is like 1900 Park Fair, which is
no, that is bad. 1900 Park Fair.
They're exactly the same.
The experience is fun. The food is bad. No, they had the chicken and mashed potatoes and all that stuff. The Hollywood Vine. Good.
Okay, so when the kids did the Disney top 3, and did you do the video?
I haven't done the top 3 of the food things, like the restaurants and resorts. That was so much work editing that video. I just cut it short and was gonna make part 2.
Reese said that her favorite
margaritas happen. Look. Oh yeah, they got that new margarita thing in Mexico.
Yeah, we haven't tried that. Obviously, we haven't been over to Epcot, but okay. So Reese said, "You done?" Reese said her favorite table service restaurant was 1900 Park Fair, which we did not enjoy the food there at all. And so when we asked her, why was that your favorite restaurant? They had gummy bears for dessert. And I'm like, you serious, child? I'm not about to put that video because that's why you.
Disney Life for Me says he doesn't remember the portions being small.
Okay, that's good.
So
we'll try it out.
Yes,
then.
do a video. That would be great.
Yeah. So, but anyway, back to Hollywood Studios. When you're at Hollywood Studios, if you're what is with these faces you keep making?
Because I just wanted to start singing when you said when you're at Hollywood Studios, like it just sounded like a song.
Okay, well,
like Once You're a Jet or something. I don't know.
If you're interested in a snack, they have these carrot cake cookies. If you like carrot cake, you like cream cheese, you like it's like a whoopie pie or
a whoopie pie. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
that's a thing.
Or okay.
I mean, he like pictured Whoopi Goldberg's head smashed between some bread. I don't know.
What are those cookies you like at the Great Cookie?
Double doozies?
Okay, it's kind of like a double doozy too, but it is.
Do you want me to go get your carrot cake cookie?
I don't know. I don't know if anybody wants to see it or
not.
Oh,
I'm gonna bring it.
Okay. Anyway, it's Michael. Go get it.
Bye, TJ.
Bye. Have a good night. I know it's getting late. It's 12:40 here and in Orlando, so I don't know where everyone is and what time it is. But hey, Viper, you didn't answer my question the other night. I don't know if you saw it when you were on BR Fam's chat or live stream, but I asked you. You said that you were doing production at your church, and so I asked, is your production part of the Orlando Christmas tree? I don't remember the church name. Anyway, I don't know if you're still here and listening, but I was curious. Okay, so here's the carrot cake cookie.
It's like all stuck together.
We purchased 2 of them, and we brought one back to the room and put it in the refrigerator. But it is amazing. It's as big as your face. But it has got this yummy cream cheese.
It's as big as your head.
Your head's kind of big, but it is so delicious. Don't you dare eat my cookie. So try it out. They used to have it at the Writer Shop, but now that store has closed, they have it at
First Baptist Church.
Is it? Is it? No.
That's what he said. Yeah, see, Viper saying he thought Hollywood and Vine was good. I'm with him.
You already read that.
Well, no. Okay. Let me see that again.
Anyway, that carrot cake cookie is only like $3.98, and you definitely. I mean, I can't eat one whole. I mean, I can eat one whole one, but anyway, it definitely is worth the money, and you can probably share it with somebody. So it's a good snack.
He said Viper says the show's in Fort Lauderdale. It's a very large production. Just got home from work.
Okay. Well,
I was born in Fort Lauderdale. Anyway, I put my cookie back.
But y'all don't live in Fort Lauderdale. They don't, do they?
That's them.
Oh. Y'all live in Fort Lauderdale? Anyway. Let's see. Make sure Michael's reading these comments. Holy cow. Yeah, Steph, it's good. I don't know if that's what you were saying holy cow to. Oh, that's okay, Viapre, that you didn't see it. I figured you didn't. The chat goes by so fast that it's hard to keep up with sometimes. Sometimes I am listening to the live stream and then I will go click over to somebody else's page and watch one of their videos, or I'm doing something else. So sometimes I don't always see the chats as they're going by. Yes, Disney Life for me. See, the Writer Shop was cool. It was just a quaint little shop that you could go in.
Lots of hidden
Mickeys and books and just quiet. It was normally really packed the few times we were in there. But anyway, it's closed now. I don't know if they're going to reopen it or not, but there is a sweets It says, I don't remember the
right
name
on
of
the
it.
corner, like the street you're walking on, and then right as you turn on to Sunset Boulevard, it's like right there on the left.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
Boca Raton. Is that how you say it?
yeah,
Uh,
that's pretty close.
okay. All right.
Just can't talk and I can't type.
See? Sorry.
Oh, we got another born in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. I was born in Fort Lauderdale, 25 years ago.
So your brother's wife, is it Fort Lauderdale that we have stayed before?
You've never been to Fort Lauderdale, honey?
No. Okay. Never mind.
I'm by Miami, baby.
Forget it.
Don't even know where I was born.
I'm not even gonna go there because I don't know what I'm talking about, obviously. What other things you want to talk about?
I'm just reading.
And humming.
Gotta be musical.
Any other?
So, I still can't get over Flights of Passage.
You're just gonna keep going back to that?
Dude, it's not every day you get off a ride and you're like still feeling like, about 10 minutes later after you walked off of it. Just going like, did that just really happen? That was too amazing.
So I was telling Brianna, I said, she goes, those glasses that you have to wear were kind of odd. And I said, yeah, I felt like they were restrictive and you couldn't really see that much. And she said,
they were big though.
They were big, but she said, restrictive? What do you mean? And I said, well, I felt like I could only see like this much when I went to see like this much. And she said, Mom, you're supposed to move your head around. And I was like, oh, well, thank you. I did move my head around.
Flights of Passage, we ended up waiting, like 10 minutes?
We were blessed.
Thanks to Steph and Steve. Do it again and again on Friday. Yeah, I could ride that ride like all day. That was everybody says, it's like Soarin' and stuff, only better. But man, like Soarin' just don't even compare. When I was saying when I go to Epcot tomorrow and we ride Soarin', I'm gonna be like, this is weak.
Yeah, yeah. Although I really have been enjoying the new movie or whatever you want to call it for Soarin'.
What? Oh, the new film for Soarin'?
Yeah.
Around the world, Soarin' around the world instead of Soarin', California. Disney Life for me. We met up with Steph and Steve there, and
they're our friends. They can't be your friends. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
and let's just say they made some magic happen and got us on that ride. Just walked right up to it and got on.
Yeah, they're awesome. So our nephew works at Animal Kingdom. And I was really hoping that somehow he'd be able to come through for us since we weren't able to get us fast passes. We are staying at a non-Disney resort this trip.
It's unusual for us.
We're typically, because we're DVC owners, we're typically always, look, on my fingers just constantly moving.
Because
we are
this is an R. This is an X. Sorry.
We are typically at a DVC resort, so we're able to book fast passes 60 days out. When you're at a non-DVC resort, you only can book fast passes 30 days out. So we were not able to get a fast pass for that.
No, like seriously, I've been on so many rides and so many parks and all that stuff in my life, and I've never gotten off a ride Just like I felt like I was a little kid again, and it was Christmas getting off of Flights of Passage. Like
yeah, when
they nailed it. Like all the moves, you really feel like you're in this world and flying around and doing all this stuff. Like the simulation was incredible.
Becky. Well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
I'm just busy ranting, going on about how amazing Flights of Passage. Here's the thing, like when you ride Soarin', you can kind of feel like you see all the curvature of the screen and you look around and like, oh, there's some stuff over here that don't belong.
Feet hanging down in your face.
You see like the building structure and stuff here, yeah, and you see people's feet dangling down. You don't see any of that on this ride. You just feel like I am in this world and it's all around me. I'm in Pandora, and that's my I'm in Pandora sign language. But it was good. It's so good. And it was long too. It felt like it was long anyway. Yeah. Like I kept thinking it was over. There'd be parts where like it stops for a second and you're like, oh, that was great, but it's over, and then it keeps going. Oh yeah, the herd. What are those animals even called that they have to shoot like here to kill them? They're like tanks otherwise. Yeah, you felt like you just land right in the middle of those things.
I think you're delirious. Hey, what I was gonna.
Hey, Cargo.
Hey, good evening. We are talking about our long, fun day at Disney.
Did you ride it, Becky?
I was so scared that I was ruining the ride for everybody because I was literally screaming like a little girl like every 2 to 3 seconds because it was so the way I was going to describe it is, you know, it's a thrill ride.
Becky wrote it. She knows what's up. She knows what I'm talking about.
That is a good description. Thrill ride.
Oh, heck yeah, it was a thrill ride.
Anyway, I was really nervous that I was ruining the ride for the people that were sitting near us because I was screaming so much. But
everybody was, you know, with us in that room except the lady next to me.
Well, I know, but even that's true. But the lady next to us said she'd ridden it once before, the very day before.
Well, the only thing that was weird, and I'm not saying I didn't like it, I just wasn't ready for it. When you're like gearing up, you're sitting there waiting to start, all this little stuff starts happening to you. It feels like little bugs are crawling across your stomach and stuff. It's like, what's going on? Because they're like linking you to your Banshee. That's how they simulate it. But Becky says she was screaming too.
Okay, well, good. Well, Steph said she was screaming as well. I have to readjust.
Steph says she didn't even hear you.
I know. Well, I didn't hear her either. So
I think I just kept going, wow, awesome.
Every time I looked over at you, you weren't even. No, you weren't even looking at the screen. You were like checking out the people that were above us. You were looking at the kids.
Like I was trying to see everything up in the corners of the projection and everything because you're just so submerged.
I didn't even think that you were even like watching the ride because every time I glanced over, you were looking at something else.
Yes, we felt that thing breathing. Felt it all moving around on your legs and everywhere. It was like,
Steph, do you have to work tomorrow morning? I'm not trying to be your mom.
She's riding high on McDonald's.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, see, Steph knows. I had a smile. I was like this the whole time. Like I just won Willy Wonka's chocolate factory or something.
I know. Oh, good. Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure that you weren't going to have to wake up early.
She's off all week. Wow. And you're only coming to Disney Friday?
Oh, my goodness. What else? I got some drink over here I'm going to take.
What are you drinking? Bailey's?
Dr. Pepper.
She's tempted to go back tomorrow. Dude, I hate to think how much I would be at Disney if I lived anywhere closer to it.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so that back to my baby.
95 days out, that'll pass before you know it.
Oh, that's so awesome, Cargo. Be sure and get on those fast passes so you can try to get that Flight of Passage fast pass. I'm gonna have to plug in my laptop here in a minute, but the thing that I would do is go to the last day that you're traveling, or the day that you check out, and start with that day, and then go backwards. Go to your first day that you check in, so that you know that you're at least guaranteed a day. Hopefully, Michael's brother, they're going in January, and he said that he went.
Is that on the other side?
Yeah, they check in on a Sunday, and he wasn't able to get a fast pass until Friday. So anyway, I'm plugging in my laptop. Sorry about that, but that's exciting. It's always fun when you have a trip coming up and you.
We're already counting down to May.
I know, we're coming back in May. We'll be staying we have a split stay. Anybody ever done a split stay before? Staying at a Disney resort? We have done a split stay at Grand Floridian and Bay Lake Tower. And then this trip, we're going to be staying at. It's going to come to me.
Beach Club and Bay Lake Tower.
Because he's going to finish the sentence for me. Beach Club and Bay Lake Tower. The split stay has its pros and cons. Obviously, the con is having to repack and move your stuff. The pros are definitely being able to stay at two places, getting that opportunity to see different things.
And you can split up the dining plan if you do it.
If you do the dining plan, you can certainly do half your trip on the dining plan. The other half, you could pay cash and not have to be committed to all that food the entire trip. But the other, the packing thing is really not that big of a deal. I mean, we've been able to do that and not have any issues and really enjoyed it. So
good night. Bye, Pri, if you're still there. I missed that when I left the room.
Anyway, it's fun having a trip planned, because then seems like you're constantly planning and either buying something for your trip or talking about what you're going to do or making plans.
Cargo, where are you staying? You're doing a split stay? Oh yeah, Steph has a mic for it. We saw that mic. It's a fuzzy mic.
My camera, fuzzy mic. My camera that I have doesn't have a plug-in for an external mic, so.
Mine does.
Yeah. What does that have to do with? Did somebody start about the microphone?
Becky, we're a little bit exhausted. I don't know if you were here when we were doing the rundown. We did Typhoon Lagoon this morning, rode everything there. We came back, did Magic Kingdom. Met Steph and Steve there. Then we went to Animal Kingdom with them. Did Flights of Passage and all that. And then we went to Disney Springs. So yeah, pretty tired, but I got like my third or fourth wind a while ago.
You stole another one of my Dr. Peppers. That's fine. You have your own drinks.
That my daughter's been drinking.
Oh, so she's stealing your drinks, so therefore you steal my drinks?
I told you could get some more.
So we definitely enjoy the staying at a DVC resort or Disney resort. If we're on the dining plan for the mugs, be one day at the park and get our mugs and go down. We'll normally get 2 refills. I know we're filling our children up with sugar and caffeine right before bed.
Hold on. Okay.
Or bad parents.
Okay, Cargo, I understand that. You can't always spill the beans ahead of time. we did that. Talk about where.
Oh yeah.
We did that. In fact, Steph referred to that video today. We had one back in, I had to be
We've done it twice now.
September 2012, where we surprised the kids. We got them up at like 5 in the morning or something, took them to the airport, flew all the way into Orlando, and they still didn't know where we were going until they started seeing like the little Mickeys on the floor when you're starting to head towards the Magical Express.
So the kids would have been almost like 2, 4, and 6, right?
Yeah, that time,
yeah, at that trip. And so they were still pretty young and naive, not really understanding the whole thing. But even when we were boarding the plane in Austin, flying to Orlando, of course they're, saying on the flights, we'll be landing in Orlando. Well, our kids didn't know where we were going, but the airline stewardess said, looked right at our kids. They all had Disney t-shirts on, and she was like, "Are y'all going to Disney?" And my kids were like, we don't know where we're going. They looked at us and we were like, a surprise, don't say it. Of course, like, here I am dressing my kids in their Disney attire, so what else is she gonna say? So we've done that once.
Oh, look at this. That's terrible, Cargo. She had a surprise plan once and mentioned it in a Disney forum online, and somebody said it in front of her daughter. Oh, that would be the worst.
That is the worst. Steph, were you asking if Reese was the one stealing the drinks?
That's Brianna.
It's Brianna.
I told her.
Oh. So then the second time that we tried to surprise the kids was it this last? Not this trip. Was the trip before last? Here,
we were only surprised. Didn't we only surprise them with where we were staying? Like they knew we were going to Disney?
No, they didn't know we were going to Disney.
How did we drive all the way down here and not know?
No. We told them, remember, before we left home.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, of course, everyone knows all of our friends and family know that we are Disney fanatics and that we typically take 2 trips a year and it's always to Disney. We never go anywhere else. Our vacations are always to Disney.
So that's the day I was leaving church.
Yes.
And we said we won't be back. I can't play next Sunday because we'll
be gone.
We'll be gone. And my 2 daughters were staying there beside me. And the guy goes, "All right, well, y'all have fun at Disney." And I was like, "What do I say?"
You played it off pretty well.
I said, "Do we go that often? You just think we're going to Disney?"
We're like, "Oh, yeah, we're going to lie in church." Anyway, it was awkward. We tried our best to keep that as much of a secret. And I was honestly surprised because at the time, our kids would have been, 5, 7, and 9. So much more into understanding, especially how frequently we go, the times that we typically go. We always go in the same months.
This is not a sponsored video.
Oh, we better put that up. You see, I can't like one track mind here.
I think you've started like 3 things lately and didn't finish any of it.
I'm sorry. Wait, what was I saying?
I don't know.
They were more aware of things, I guess is what I was trying to say.
Harder to surprise them.
Harder to surprise them. Thank you. That's my whole point.
But we have done it too, where we just say we're going to Disney, but then don't tell them what resort we're staying at and kind of just pull up and let them see it.
Yeah. That was a lot of information for you guys. Sorry, I'm just rambling at this point. But the way that we surprised them for that trip.
It says, "Yeah, my daughter knows we are going, but she thinks we're staying at OKW the whole time. She doesn't know it's going to be a split stay."
That's cool.
At the Mystery Resort.
That'll be so much fun. Okay, so we've never stayed at Old Key West. Have you guys stayed there before?
The rooms are bigger.
Yeah, the rooms definitely look bigger. I'm afraid, though, that we have totally spoiled our children into 2-bedroom, 2-bath resorts. Up until
Will they have that there? What are you talking about?
No, I know. I'm just going off on another rant. Oh, keep up with me, would you? So up until May of this year. No. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know
May
what you're
of this
saying.
year.
Just say yes or no yet.
When did we stay here for the first time?
May this year.
Yeah. Okay. So up until May of this year, we've always gotten a 1-bedroom resort.
At like
a DVC resort at Disney.
Animal
Kingdom, whatever we've named the places we've stayed at. And that's worked out fine. Most of the time, those places will sleep 5. There's a few like Beach Club will only sleeps 5, but it only has enough bedding for 4, which is odd. So a child normally has to sleep on the ground with like an air mattress or their sleeping bag. But so we stayed here at Bonnet Creek, which is on Disney property, but it's not Disney owned. It's definitely worth looking into if you're ever wanting to save money and want to be close to the parks.
Are we talking about DVC?
No.
Oh.
Here.
Oh, here, yeah.
Yeah. So we got this room, or we stayed here with 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And so all the kids get a bed. There's the master bedroom, which is has a king in it. And then the second bedroom has 2 full beds. And so the girls share a bed and Caleb has his own bed.
And Bonnet Creek is beautiful. We love it here. 5 pools, 2 lazy rivers.
Yeah. So Cargo, you've been around too, it sounds like. So
hold on.
More information.
Disney Live for Me says if we made a video on DVC membership, worth it or not. No, it's not worth making a video. No, I'm just kidding. I know
we have not made a video.
We haven't made the video, but for us, the reasons we did DVC is because, you know, we wanted to keep coming to Disney, but now that we were a family of 5, it was like none of the value resorts or anything. For the most part, you couldn't sleep.
At the time when we purchased into
there was
DVC.
No Art of Animation and so you could only sleep 4 to a room. So we kind of like, if we were going to come back often enough, we're going to have to move up to those deluxe resorts and stuff. For us, it was worth it. And now we've done it. Well, I'll get into that later. The our initial contract, because we have 2 DVC contracts now, but the initial one, the money we paid him to get started in the DVC. By our second trip, had already paid for itself. Yes. So we're on our 10th trip now. So like everything after that has just been like, here's the room for free every time we come, basically. So for us, it was totally worth it. Now, our second contract, when we bought more points, we did it resale, which half the time, well, all the time, it's like basically half the cost of if you bought through Disney Direct. And I think if we had known about that ahead of time, we'd have probably never bought from Disney and just bought resale right away.
Well, we knew about it. However, we wanted to book a trip like within that week to go.
Yeah, because we were hurrying trying to join my brother down the trip. It's like, book now.
And we knew that the only way we could book quickly through DVC was to buy directly through Disney.
We didn't have the time to go through the month or whatever it takes to get all that done, to buy and resale.
So there are so many perks that come with being a DVC member that on top of not only do you get to stay at the nicer resorts, but you also get a lot of extra perks like discounts on your annual passes,
discounts
on food. You also get right now they're doing a lot of evening parties called moonlight parties. I don't know if you've heard of any of those.
You get lounges in the parks like at Epcot.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes they have temporary stuff, but the one at Epcot's nice now.
So
it's like a timeshare. It's Disney's version of timeshare. Yeah. It doesn't work the same way. Like we can come, you can stay at any of the DVC resorts you want. You can come anytime you want. You just got to have the points to pay like each night. you stay, like the different resorts get a different point value assigned to them and stuff. So make sure you have enough points that you buy initially for like how long you would want to stay or whatever. And what am I trying to say? So it doesn't have the same limitations as its typical timeshare, I guess is what I'd say about it. It's a lot more flexibility, and like you buy points at a particular resort. Like we have Saratoga Springs was our first one. Yet we've only stayed there one time. We usually stay at like Animal Kingdom or Bay Lake, Beach Club, Grand Floridian, whatever. And we can book those 7 months out, right?
If it's your home resort, you can book 11 months out.
You can book your home resort 11 months out, and you can book the other ones 7 months out. Yeah. So there are reasons to maybe buy at a certain place, but we bought in cheap and got more points for money.
And we're really happy with that. I think for the most part.
We haven't been to a Moonlight party once, and that's like a sore subject for us. Because sometimes we tried to get tickets or not tickets, but reservations for one that's going on this week, and it was booked like way out in advance. It was going to be at Epcot, and then like we were going to do one at Animal Kingdom last time we were here.
We got reservations.
Technically, we had the reservations and everything, and technically they still did it, but it was like a dadgum monsoon that night. Like didn't rain the whole other time we were there that week, but it was right when it was time to go to the party. The whole bottom of the sky just fell out and rain, so we didn't even go in. But we want to get to one eventually.
Now, did we not get to do one? So we've not done one. The only thing that we've been able to do
is the Epcot Lounge. Kick back, have some drinks and snacks.
I could have sworn we were able to do one of those. I know we tried the Animal Kingdom one, and we contemplated it, guys. Really, we were like, what a awesome opportunity. We're going to kick ourselves if we don't do this.
But it rained.
Our kids would have been complaining the whole time. It would have been miserable. And so we didn't go. And this Epcot one that they were having, I think was actually tonight. I think it was yesterday. Anyway.
Epcot is my favorite park too.
Yes, it is our favorite. But
wine around the world.
You can get reservations for the Epcot Moonlight. If you were staying at a Disney resort, you could actually get your reservation earlier. And so because we didn't get that opportunity when it was time, even before it was time for our window to open up for us to make the reservation, it was already completely sold out. So
Cargo, good night. We're so glad you stopped by tonight. It was good getting to chat with you too. You have a good night of sleep and all that, and I hope to see you here again another time when we go live.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a bummer, but you know. But one of these days we'll get to one of those parties. I just know it. But man, when you're here though, there's so little to complain about.
Yeah.
And even the things that happen sometimes, like one time at Disney, we when we were staying at Bay Lake Tower, we tried to leave. We had fast passes for Hollywood Studio in the morning and stuff. We go to leave, and the front door to the room will not shut. Like the lock got stuck, and you have a magical evening too, and so I'm mad. The door won't shut, and they're saying we're gonna have to call maintenance and all that. And
I think we were trying to get to a fast pass.
We'd already gone to the bus stop.
Yeah, we went off.
And I forgot the camera. So I ran back up to the room and realized the door hadn't shut. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And then
it was actually a blessing that you forgot the camera.
Yeah, because the door was just like, why anybody could have gone in. And so I call I call front desk, whatever, and they say, well, you're gonna have to wait for maintenance, and maintenance won't be there for like, do not leave your room. I'm calling Disney on the phone saying like, look, because we've already missed our first 2 fast passes, and it's because y'all's door's not working, and we got to stay here. So they basically ended up giving us fast passes all day long at the park. We could just walk up to anything and scan it and get in fast pass on every ride. And I was like, well, that was worth waiting like an hour and a half to get on the bus this morning. So even when things go bad at Disney, it seems to turn around into something good too. Oh, great. Now Steph's got Bailey's going. Here come the typos. Hey, you're welcome for the DVC info. I'm sure I could be a lot more specific and tell you if you had any other questions or whatever. I know I was kind of all over the place, but bottom line, for us, DVC is so worth it. Like it wasn't even funny for our family situation, and like we just spent so much more money by now all the times we come here.
Absolutely. Disney is a passion for us. It always has been. So we enjoy coming, and Michael's family lives nearby within an hour. His mom lives in Daytona or near Daytona, and his dad lives in Deltona. So it's also a great opportunity for us twice a year to come not only to Disney, but to visit his family. And so anyway, if you have specific questions or if we can...
Typos rule.
If we'd be happy to answer any questions you have about DVC. We bought into DVC in 2011. So, ask away or send us a private message. You can find us on Facebook at Love Family Productions. You can send us a private message that way or through YouTube. Whatever. We'll be happy to answer those questions. It is obviously...
it's a big investment. But it pays for itself in no time, to be honest.
Yeah.
And we even did we kind of used a tax return 1 year to pay for a lot of it, but it was like Disney offers financing, but I think it's terrible. It's at like 16% to 20% or something.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Interest rate. So we just got like a 1-year loan or something from another financial outfit.
Yeah.
With much less interest rate.
We can give you those details offline, but...
Yes, we're coming in May.
Yeah, so
I heard about that camper he wants to get while we were waiting on y'all and Ariel today. That would be really cool. And just stay over there at the Wilderness Campgrounds. That would be pretty cool. What's that?
Okay, Steph, 20 minutes later, I'm getting your let's see, an hour or so later, I'm getting your text messages. Thank you. Sorry. Okay, I was going to look to see our exact dates that were coming in May. Let's see.
There's May.
All right, so we will be here May 6th through the...
She said, duh.
I know, I'm sorry. And my phone was sitting right here the whole time, so I don't know how I missed all of those text messages, although my phone is it's on vibrate, but... okay, May 6th through the 12th, we'll be at Disney. So, all of you that are making your plans and about to book, want to come, that's time to come.
Oh, you're coming Friday to Epcot too?
Really? This is a joke.
No, I think we were saying that earlier too. So many people are going to be around. Maybe can we bring guests to the lounge? We can, can't we?
Yeah, but I don't know how many guests we can bring. I'll have to look into that. But yes,
as I want.
If you aren't part of DVC, we are allowed to bring guests into the DVC lounge.
Steph's favorite word is "to" right now. TO.
Okay. I was gonna see how many guests you can bring.
You know where the DVC lounge is? Up in top of Imagination. And it was cool because that's when I think when I was a kid, like the original Imagination ride was so much better with Dreamfinder and all that. And then you can go play in the playground upstairs. The playground used to be what?
Nothing. Yeah, okay, go on.
Okay. No, it's great.
Well, it's really all the memories. It's. I mean, to be honest, there's nothing huge spectacular about it, other than the fact that it's a place to just relax. They have all sorts of.
They've got those soda machines, you know, like the ones where you can pick any of like thousands of different soda combinations, like every Coke you can think of.
What are they called? Coke Freestyle, I think is what it's called. So you can just get multiple refills and refills and refills. They also have a Keurig cup or the Keurig machine, so you can make coffee or hot chocolate and tea.
We went to Disney Springs for dinner tonight.
So we went to drinks, to try USB ports all over the place. You can use
tablets there and stuff.
They have iPads there. They have computers and printers.
Got an Xbox and stuff like that.
The kids like to play on the Xbox. And they also have, a great thing, I guess, on how crowded it is.
It's like you're in the airport or on an airplane. I'm finishing your thoughts because I knew you were going to start stuttering.
Okay. You just talk then.
Oh, baby, it's 1:21.
I know.
Luckily, we don't have a fast pass till what, 3?
Let's see if it told me on
Jack's
here.
Beaches.
Oh, you were wanting to talk. Keep talking.
I have driven through Jacksonville many times, but never lived there. I hope people move there.
Now, this is a good point back to the DVC thing. It says that if you did not buy direct ownership from Disney, you would not have access to the lounge. So those that are buying resale, stickers. Even though you're paying less, you're not getting all the perks.
The little perks they take away when you buy resale, but I don't know. For me, it's more about the rooms. But since we had one contract with Disney and one contract resale, we still get all the perks.
Okay, so we can bring up to 5 guests per card.
Per card?
So it says party size is limited to the member, and up to 5 guests per card. So we should be able to bring 10 people in there.
Bring 10 people. Party, YouTube party.
Anybody wants to go in the DVC lounge and check it out?
Haven't been there. We went cheap and went to Earl of Sandwich tonight.
I want to try deluxe burgers. I love a good hamburger. Michael does not. He chooses not to eat hamburgers. But I have seen so many videos.
Yes, Steph.
Yes, Steph.
Duh.
Pictures of or videos of deluxe burgers. I wanted to try it out. Now, I will say I did notice Tim Tracker said in his last video he was very disappointed in the burger that he ate there. And I think Jen said that hers was just okay. They've had better there. So I don't know. That's why we went to Earl Sandwich.
What did y'all think of Deluxe Burger? Was it good?
Who went there?
Disney Life for me.
Yeah, you let us know.
They went there last night. Holy macaroni.
So
sorry.
When we were at Typhoon Lagoon today, Reese looked at me and she said, "Mom, when we go down the water ride, let's say holy macaroni the entire way down." It's like, you go right ahead, baby. They say if they like it.
So, Disney Life for me, you said you guys are local, but like you're still kind of considering DVC. Potatoes.
What was potatoes? Let me read these comments. Pick me.
To go up to the lounge.
Yes. Whoop, we owe you.
Said, yeah.
Dork.
She's talking to you.
You're not reading all these comments to me. So Disney Life for me already said it was an excellent burger place, so they must like it.
Yeah, I say things are excellent that I don't like a lot of times. How does this thing get angled so far over?
Because I don't want it pointing at me. I want it pointing at you.
Well, I was going to sleep.
Well, then we should get off if you're ready to. Oh, it wasn't me. She wasn't calling me a dork. She's calling you a dork. Dork.
Come on! Sorry. I did this and it made me think of Home Alone. That's where it came from.
Okay, Disney Life for me says deluxe burger is delicious. Their burgers are medium though, so this is a good to note, but I wouldn't say it's the best on property. Yeah, dork.
Yeah, dork.
Okay, well then if it's not best on property for a burger, tell us where you would recommend, because I definitely...
Don't say McDonald's.
Oh, okay. He said Sci-Fi Dinner.
Just something about it must be cooler inside than I think. I just don't think
let's hold hands.
I don't know, for some reason, like I never have the desire to go in there because they're running old sci-fi movies or something while you sit there. But like if it was the same setup, Sci-Fi Dinner with like Disney movies playing, I'd be all over it. But maybe I'm just missing the point.
It's just something different, and I think the kids would enjoy it because
I'm sure they would.
You get to sit in a car and eat food and watch a movie.
Just sit in a car and eat food, like on the drive down here.
Oh, so you are local and you're trying to figure out who DVC is really for. Yeah, well, I mean, so if you're local, are you having to sleep here? Sleep at Disney? You know what I'm saying? Are you reading me?
I would think it's a little more for people who weren't that close, but I could certainly see if you wanted to just take a week off and chill at a Disney resort somewhere. It'd still be cool.
Well, so when we purchased, we were living in Texas, which would have been a 16 or 17-hour trip for us.
She makes fun of you.
No, she didn't. Oh. Read what she actually says.
Maybe it's like Mystery Science Theater or something or whatever. And I could sit there and be like talking about the movies.
Yeah, so she makes fun of the movies.
Maybe we'll go live from the Epcot Lounge tomorrow.
I wonder if the Wi-Fi or whatever will be better there.
We haven't had any luck with the Wi-Fi for streaming.
So it is about the experience. Right. See, sometimes it's
MST3K.
You know what that means?
Magical students take 3 kids.
Steph, we don't know what MST3K is. We're not up on our acronyms, obviously.
Live in the lounge.
Okay, we'll live it up, especially since we know you for us when we go live.
We need the fuzzy mic.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank
I
you.
brought up Mystery Science too. I should have known that. Oh yeah, we got another Bailey's typo. How did Steph spell mystery? Some old Mickey clips. Okay.
Okay, we'll have to go check
I
that
remember
out.
that's like when we first stayed at Jamba House and in the bar. They showed all those old Mickey cartoons every time we went down there to eat.
Yes. That was fun. Slurp. Hey, are you just drinking your Bailey straight? Are you pouring it on some ice cream or having it in some coffee? So now I really want some Baileys.
Same 5 clips for an hour. That started driving me crazy.
Wait, now you really do have.
That's like the same thing when you eat at like the ABC commissary and they just show they got like a 10-minute reel that runs on the TVs and you see that same episode videos like 10 times.
The kids love it. Bailey's on the rocks, baby. That's good too.
Do you ever bring it into the park like in a flask? All
right. So Disney Life for me. Have you guys ridden? Gosh.
Eaten?
I'm sorry, I can't talk when it's this late. Have you all eaten at Garden Grill? Because it's
Garden Grill.
It's it takes about an hour to do a full rotation of that. Obviously the scenery moves, but anyway, when you said about an hour worth of clips, it made me think of that. We ate breakfast there at our last trip for the first time and enjoyed it. She's not going to answer that question.
Giving away secrets.
Yeah. I think that's perfect. Like, we find that, especially if we're staying for 5-6 nights, that it tends to really get to, it wears you out, being at the parks for so long. Wake up. So we enjoy going, just waking up later, taking our time, and going to the parks in the evening. Sometimes we'll wake up and go to the swimming pool at the resort that we're staying at, and then we'll go over to the parks. But we feel like you can get in a lot of things. And
well, I think too now, as often as we come, we used to like the first bunch of trips was rush at the parks, get to the parks in the morning, stay till it closed, do everything. But now you're like
Steph says wake up, and Disneyland for me says y'all need to sleep. Yeah, I know. It is 1:30, obviously. Are you Italian?
Talking to you.
Me? Why was she talking to me? You just make these assumptions.
You look Italian. Italians wear eyelashes on their cheeks.
I'm not Italian. He's not Italian either.
Be Italian. Oh, Italians talking with their hands.
Oh, okay. We're a little slow, Steph.
If you tied my hands behind my back, I couldn't speak.
Michael doesn't really talk with his hands. Do I talk with my hands a lot?
Not a lot, just when you're really nervous.
I don't know. Tonight I'm, for whatever reason, using my hands. I feel like I'm teaching or explaining like I would to my children or something.
Oh, the first character launch, you talking about Garden Grill? Oh, they've done Garden Grill too.
That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. The morning rush, they don't.
Well, that's when all the.
And when you come like in the spring and summer, it's hotter than 2. So we'd like to hang out at the pool, do all that stuff, and then wander into the parks about 4 and chill out in the evening when it's a little cooler.
Yeah, that's because
I'm still on a Pandora high.
Oh,
I keep thinking about it like I'm on the ride.
That has become our.
This was me on Pandora.
Yeah, he was like. I was like, "Are you watching the ride?" That's become our new normal routine: is going to the parks a little later.
Hey, y'all are Disney. Well, I forgot how long Steph thinks you've been coming to the parks. A year or two. I mean, do you have the pass system like the old ones where you'd have to go and pick up the card?
The actual paper ticket is what he's talking about.
Have I done the behind the scenes tour?
No. And we
I've
get discounts for that.
Yeah, we get discounts on the tours too for DVC. There's another one. But
and Michael says, "Why would I want to do that?
It just sounds boring."
Because he's boring. I want to do it. And I think it would be a great homeschooling credit.
I want to do the tour, the other tour, the big one of the Magic Kingdom, but the kids aren't old enough.
Yeah, the kids aren't old enough to do it.
Although I've seen a lot of that behind the scenes stuff at Magic Kingdom already. I'm just not with you, baby.
See, 2 plus me.
I would do that tour if they like threw in a fast pass to Soarin' or something with it.
Yeah.
I like riding Living with the Land, and I feel like I see enough of that seed stuff riding through there.
Oh, but then they get to explain
and
it
the little
to
Mickey's
you
test tubes. No MK behind the scene.
No, read what she wrote. MK behind he seen no.
I was giving her a break.
Oh, I thought you were gonna let her know, Verder.
I'm letting Miss Bailey's talk up. Behind the scenes.
No.
I'm so confused now. Okay, see, that's what I was saying. I think at first I was excited about the new Fast Pass system. I was like, this is cool. We can book them and everything. But now with the big rides, your Mine Train, and now the stuff in Pandora, Frozen, all those, it's becoming harder and harder to ever get a pass. We had the system too. It was like Dad goes to the gate first and hauls butt to all of the rides he wanted to go by myself, picking up the little tickets wherever I could run to, and then that dictated the day. Like each one has kind of their pros and cons because it was nice.
I was gonna say, did you enjoy running your butt off to go to?
If it got me a fast pass, yeah, but because we could have gone to Animal Kingdom and not, and picked up all the fast passes to anything in Pandora. Yeah, see, I don't know what I keep debating in my head, thinking maybe I like the old system better because it felt like everybody had at least a shot at fast passes, but you certainly couldn't wander in the parks later in the afternoon like we do, though, because they'd all be gone.
Oh yeah, no.
But like when you can't even get a fast pass for a ride 30 days out before your visit, like something's wrong. They need to hold a stash or something for people in that situation. Oh, Steph, that's so funny. I'm gonna say that's a Bailey's one, like thank a Venetian, like they're Italians instead of the Phoenicians who invented the alphabet. Thanks to Phoenicians, PHO.
You enjoying that, Dr. Pepper?
Mm-hmm. Your Dr. Pepper. Thank the Phoenicians. I love that ride, though. You know what I miss about Spaceship Earth? Walter Cronkite used to be the voice on that thing instead of that lady they have now. I liked it so much better when it was Walter Cronkite. He started, for eons. And he had one of those voices. Yes, exactly. What did I say that was so great? I forget already.
I think they were talking about the Walter Cronkite thing.
Really?
I don't know. Before that, you were
Not that
rambling
quick.
on about
Something about fast passes.
oh shizzle.
Thank the faux shizzles. And I miss Horizons, and I miss World of Motions, and I miss Body Wars and the Wonders of Life Pavilion. Epcot used to be, Epcot's still so cool, but I don't know, used to be even better.
All of those things, but I was so young that I can't
Horizons was the
recall any of those
bomb.
rides. Michael and I, our very first date
ever was at Magic Kingdom.
Was at Magic Kingdom, and he'll totally remind me of. He'll say, "Do you remember we rode the Sky Buckets?" Or "Do you remember this or that?" And I'm like, "Isn't that sad? I can't even remember the details of our very first date."
Do you remember Horizons at all? You know they had a lounge at Horizons, a GE lounge up top that I got to go into a few times. You can hang out and eat little foods and drinks. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I hate that they don't do anything with Wonders of Life Pavilion. It just sits there empty. And it's like, oh, when the Food and Wine Festival comes through or whatever, we open it up and you can come get chocolates and things like that. But Body Wars and all that's still just sitting back there. And they used to have so many fun things for kids back in there. How do I feel about the Ellen DeGeneres ride being done? I can live without the Energy Pavilion. That's what killed me. It's like, of everything that used to be over there on that side of Epcot, the World of Motion, Horizons, the Universe of Energy, to me that was the worst one. And yet they knock off Horizons and they knock off World of Motions and all that stuff. And it's like, and the Wonders of Life Pavilion, but yet that kept staying around. I'm like, of everything that was over there, that was the worst thing in that corner of Epcot. Not that I don't like it, but I don't know. I think it's time for something new there.
Sad crap. She said, "I'm." Typo, another typo.
No, she's sad that the Ellen ride's gone. I've done that thing enough. I was on it before Ellen did it, and after, and I don't know. Now, if I want to see dinosaurs, I'll just go to Animal Kingdom, and if I want to watch Jeopardy, I won't. But
oh my gosh,
I'm not the biggest Bill Nye fan either anymore. But
okay, to answer Steph's question, she says, "If I have a drink tomorrow," she meant Friday, "is it okay to have one when we're with you and the kids?" Okay, so if this is a serious question, yes, you can have a drink. That's fine.
Go see us do some wine sampling.
I was gonna say, if we had Bailey's with our kids
at Hollywood Studios,
at Hollywood Studios, and if you're joking, if you're gonna be slurring your words, stumbling, can't walk,
stumbling more than usual, she means,
then the answer is no, you may not. You said chocolate a minute ago, which made me think of Ghirardelli chocolate.
No offense. Oh, we got some free Ghirardelli tonight.
So if you didn't already know, which I'm sure both you guys or anybody else that's watching that I can't see, I sample for everybody of some random chocolate. And you can't miss out on chocolate because chocolate's the best, right? It's my favorite.
Well, hey, a Disney Life for me, what was your favorite thing about like old Epcot that they don't have anymore? That Bailey's is getting this stuff.
Yeah.
I felt like Bailey's on Small World today.
You wanted some Bailey's? Why? To make it a better trip?
I mean, I'm sure Steph's the same. Sober, not sober.
I would like to know how loud you would scream Dumbo after a drink or two.
Dumbo!
Funny.
She says she's completely fine. She even spelled it right, too, so she must be. Hey, you know what else I said a lot of good things about Disney, so I'm going to say a little rant now. Talking about old school Disney, how do you take away the Snow White ride in Magic Kingdom and replace it with a dadgum princess meet and greet? Like there's not already 400 of them around the parks, and you're going to get rid of a ride that like Walt himself was involved in making, and it was about his first movie. I don't care if you built the mine train right across there. The Snow White ride belongs there and not a princess meet and greet. All right, I said it.
You feel better?
Yeah, I feel better. She's just tired. Steph slept for about 3 hours last night.
Really? That's her excuse?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I don't have that excuse.
I'm not old enough to remember much about old Epcot. Hey, these are childhood memories I'm bringing up because we used to go to the parks all the time. I was a Disney spoiled kid. Never did Snow White. Was that before your time?
Well, like I said, even if I did ride most of that stuff, which I did, I don't remember any of it. I'm one of those that I have a hard time remembering my past, like
4 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I got a few years on you.
Are they 12?
No, Disney Life for me says he's turning 28 on the 21st this month. Well, happy early birthday. My birthday's on the 21st too, but in August. Oh, yep. What did I turn this year? I turned 39 this year.
Yeah, he's freaking out about turning 40, guys. Like, seriously, he's face is shaking. He said,
See, totally with me about the Snow White ride. What a bunch of crap that was getting rid of. They could have built a princess meet and greet anywhere over there. They had got meet and greets all over the place. I'm glad our kids aren't, they still like that, but man, that used to be like the thing, and you like spend 2 or 3 hours a dang day waiting in line for meet and greets.
I will.
Toontown, yeah, the little houses. Do you remember when they had like little houses of means Disney? Yeah, they had that was like Mickey's birthday land at one point. I think is when they first built it, and then it was just like here's. They used to have a train stop there and everything, and you could go in all the little houses of the Disney characters. I remember that. You could even look in the oven, and Minnie had like a cake baking in there that was shaped like Mickey ears. Look up what I said about the arcade. Yeah, I was going to get to that. That there's not actually an arcade in the arcade. That is one of those just perplexing things.
Okay, let's talk. Here's another question. What about maybe I should not talk.
You should talk. Go ahead. It's epic.
It's epic. Okay, what about Disney Quest?
Oh.
Did you go to Disney Quest? Did you like it? If you haven't been, or if you have,
Disney
what are your
Quest
thoughts
used to come
on
with annual passes?
What are your how? What are your thoughts on the new NBA whatever that's going in there to replace Quest?
Put that over at ESPN and leave Quest alone. Revitalize Quest is what they should have done. Get some more new games. Yada yada. Make it cheaper. not everybody's gonna dig the NBA. Like I don't think you don't associate NBA and Disney. Like, yay.
So Steph's had not been to Quest. Disney Quest was 4 or 5 story. It's at Disney Springs.
Stupid what they're putting there though.
Yeah, I don't get it, and I just can't imagine. I don't know how big. So it looked like they were demolishing it completely, right? The video we saw Tim Tracker do.
The skyline, yeah, they'd already took.
Yeah, it looked like they were demolishing the whole thing. So I don't know how big it's going to be compared to Quest, but Quest was a 4 or 5 story building that was full of like arcade games. I'm sure you've seen some of.
But they had stuff
Tim's
like
videos.
all of the singing stuff, the stuff where you can learn to draw the characters. They had virtual reality stuff. Yeah. Oh, the skyline, dude. I don't understand why they took that down. We got to ride that in '99 again, right before they took it down. But I missed that. You could start out in,
What was the skyline? The buckets?
Yeah, you could start like they're gonna put back now the gondola stuff they're gonna do from.
Did you see the
No.
God, this is why I can't talk. I can't actually say anything.
About the gondola?
Yeah, did you see the?
I love the view. You could see the whole park up there and the skyline and stuff. It was great. You could start out in Space Mountain area and ride all the way across over there to. It came out like where the Tangled Tower is now.
Did you see what the buckets were going to look like? Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
They have like pictures of like they're going to look like Mickey and Donald and Goofy and Minnie. I saw that on Facebook, I think.
I guess it seemed like did somebody fall out of the buckets or something? Is that why they took them down? I don't remember.
That would be horrible. I hope not.
Hey, we got to ride Space Mountain this year with the lights like halfway on.
Oh, it was just 3 story? I was trying to make it 4 or 5 stories. Sorry.
What was 4 or 5 stories?
Quest.
No, it had a 4th and 5th floor.
Oh, well, isn't that what he's saying? 3 story? Or the skyline was 3 stories high.
I think the gondola stuff's going to be cool, going from Caribbean Beach Resort to Disney Springs, and then I forget where else it's going. A couple of those Epcot area resorts, I think, kind of get the traffic going to Epcot, Disney Springs, and all that area. And I think they're trying to make Caribbean Beach Resort part of DVC when that happens too. They're building onto it, and I think they're going to have a DVC wing there. So they're putting stuff back in the sky. You getting a picture of them, huh?
No, I was going to. Yeah, see.
Show those to the screen, right?
I'm gonna. It'll let me.
That's what they're gonna look like. Boat ride between Epcot and HD takes forever. What is HD? Hammered, drunk.
She means
Hollywood Studios. You know, when we stay at Boardwalk or Beach Club and stuff,
Boardwalk.
we walk to Epcot and Hollywood Studios and beat the boat every time.
Every time. We walk it in the boat.
Steph thinks that they're cute.
Yeah. I think they're going to look cute too. They're more cartoonish than I imagined they were going to look.
Disney Quest, we talk about Disney Quest was at least 4 stories.
What?
Because I think the 4th floor was like where the dining stuff was, like where you got your hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff up there. Caribbean Beach Resort looks really nice. We wanted to stay there, but again, family of 5 couldn't fit. but maybe we can when they make DVC stuff there. We're actually right next to the Caribbean Beach Resort right now. Right, we're you pass Caribbean Beach Resort and our Bonnet Creek Resort where we're at right now is right the next turn. Yeah, Port Orleans looks good to me. Like if I had to stay at a moderate resort, that'd probably be the one I'd pick if we could fit in there. I don't even. What do you think your favorite one is, babe?
My favorite resort?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was sleeping. Just kidding.
I think Grand Floridian's my favorite.
Gosh, this is tough. I don't know.
Oh, the guy at Caribbean, the Caribbean Beach Resort that plays the piano and sings. Yeah, I've only seen him on YouTube. I know the guy you're talking about.
Tim Tracker video we saw.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in person though. Or was that at Port Orleans?
I think that was at Port Orleans.
Port Orleans, yeah. Not Caribbean.
I don't know. I like all the resorts for different reasons, so I don't really have an all-time favorite. Michael loves Animal Kingdom, I think. I know you said Grand Floridian's your favorite, but Michael loves Animal Kingdom for different reasons. They have the Kidani and then the Jamba House.
The rooms are a little bigger.
They're
two bathrooms and the one bedrooms.
One has a parking garage.
Oh, I like the parking garage.
But
Kidani.
So Kidani has a parking garage and it has 2 bathrooms and a 1 bedroom. So that's one of the reasons why he likes staying there. However, they don't have a quick service at that resort, but they do at Jamba House. So it just depends on.
But you can just take the buses back and forth.
Yeah.
To go.
So we've stayed at Animal Kingdom, both Kidani and Jamba House. We've stayed at.
Yeah, I like the boat stuff. You can take those. I think they have a boat that goes to Disney Springs, like you say, from Port Orleans, and then they have one at Saratoga Springs and Old Key West that takes you to Disney Springs.
Downtown Disney Springs. We've stayed at Boardwalk. We have stayed at Boardwalk twice. I would have said that.
Did you like Animal Kingdom? I'm typing and talking instead. Back to Boardwalk. We stayed at Boardwalk twice, is what you were saying.
At one point, I would have said that was probably my favorite just because of the location, being so close to Epcot. And I love the Boardwalk, the night entertainment, being able to. They have a pizza window there that you can get pizza or ice cream.
Yeah, let's go straight to the ice cream that we did every night.
Every single night. Both times we were there. Did we? Both times? I don't know. I think every single night we stayed there, we would get 2 scoops of ice cream. It was almost embarrassing because the lady worked every single night that we were there.
Every night. And then when we finally showed up with kids the last time, we're giving away that.
Shh, don't say that. Anyway.
We might have left the kids up sleeping in the room while we snuck downstairs to get ice cream.
Anyway, it was embarrassing. Like I was like, man, she's gonna think.
Disney Life. Did y'all have good luck at Animal Kingdom seeing animals running around? We got really lucky most of the time. The animals, the giraffes, and all of them were around quite a bit. Giraffes? If you had your choice, which one would you stay at?
Okay.
Money is no object.
Mm-hmm.
I would stay at Pop Century. Not really.
No. Okay, money is no object. Gosh, this is going to be a tough one. Either between.
Tiny and Goldilocks is here.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us.
I can't believe we're still awake.
I can't either. It's like 2 a.m.
She says liar because I want to stay at Pop Century.
Yeah. Okay, so it kind of depends on your personality and that sort of thing, but I would say for us, it'd be tie between, or for me, I guess you can answer the question yourself. A tie between
I've stayed everywhere.
I can't talk. For goodness sakes. Every time I go to say something, I can't think.
It'd be Grand Floridian or Beach Club for me. We stayed at both, so.
I would say Grand Floridian or Bay Lake would be my two ties. Grand Floridian obviously is the place to be.
Yeah, Steph was calling me a liar.
What? Yeah. Hey, so is it Tiny or is it Goldilocks tonight? I wanted to know, I did see that you guys went live at some point tonight. We were not able to jump on and watch your video. But I was wanting to see your hair.
Oh yeah. We went and did that where they have the night vision goggles when you walk outside. Yeah. And they have the guy out there. Animal Kingdom. You remember that? Yeah, they had guys actually like from Africa telling you all about
the guy
where they lived and everything.
Wanted to talk our
Thank you for smashing that like
button. Hat would be cool. You mean that?
Hats are very cool. Bailey's. We've just been talking a lot about our day at Disney today. I think we've been rambling for like 2 hours now. Talking about everything we did, talking about meeting Steph. We met Steph and Steve today at the parks. I rode Flights of Passage. Rose Gold. Yeah, we saw you stumble right into those things. It's like Steph bouncing around. Oh, look, I ran into Tim Tracker. Ooh, oh, look, I found Rose Gold ears. Oh.
So, Steph, I watched your live video tonight when we got back to the hotel because I was only able to watch like the first 2 or 3 minutes of you being live because I had to get off so I could leave the resort to come meet up with you. And anyway, so when I watched it tonight, I was like, that is so funny. You were like full on gaga over those, finding those ears. And then you were like, I'm shaking. I can't stop shaking. It was perfect. It's amazing.
You're in Google Hangouts, right?
Yes, we're in Google Hangouts.
Probably for the first time. We're probably doing it all wrong.
Yeah. Is that good or bad or what's the deal with that?
Geeking out.
It was awesome, Steph. It was really cool.
Steph was totally geeking out when she met us today, too.
Hey,
BR Fam TV's on. Hello.
Did you guys go live tonight? We're going live. Did y'all have a good day? We had a fantastic day.
You smash the like button. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's 2:00 here. 2 in the morning.
I think we've been rambling about our day at Disney and meeting Steph and all that for like 2 hours now. Right?
But, you know.
They didn't go live tonight.
Okay, I didn't think so.
It was an incomplete night for all of us when BR Fam TV doesn't go on.
I know. I was like, we got back to the hotel. I was like, I got to catch up on some YouTube videos. And then I'm going to see if BR Fam's on, if Joey's talking. And he wasn't. So Michael said, well, let's go live instead. Then.
Why did we end up on Google Hangouts tonight?
Okay, so the reason why is because we didn't want to use our phones. I wanted to use the laptop. And so we're using our laptop, and the only way that I could figure out on the laptop to go live was through Google Hangouts. Like somehow I stumbled upon figuring out how to do that. So we're having to use Michael's phone to see, even though I didn't want to use the phone, we might as well have used the phone because now we're having to use 2 devices. I can't
7 hours of Pandora. I'd ride that ride for 7 hours. It was so good.
I can't get the chat to come up on Google Hangouts. I mean, I see chat on the side, but it's not showing anything. I guess it's just the chat that would be showing if everybody
I'm always
was
talking.
in Google
That
Hangouts.
must be Joey.
So, did y'all get all your Christmas decorations up, Joey? Did Maya finish? Because you weren't really helping out.
He was helping out. He was finding lights and tending to the kids.
Joey,
we're having a great time. It was so cool today too, getting to meet Steph and Steve, like meeting some of the YouTube community in person.
Hey, Disney Life for me, I know. I'm so thankful that y'all have hung out as long as you have. I hope that...
I know, we were like, let's jump on and go live for like 15 minutes before bed, and here we are like, what, two hours and something later, still sitting here. I'm like,
I know, but when you start talking about Disney, it's like addicting, and
I can ramble on and on forever.
You can just talk over me.
I know, I interrupt. It's a bad habit.
It's fun to share information and ideas and things like that. Yay, y'all did.
See,
I'm never home.
It's a help. There's all kinds of different ways to help.
We've been talking about Pandora for 10 hours.
Yeah, we're at Disney right now. I've been staying here since Sunday.
Joey didn't get the package. He's been busy with, life.
Joey was finding lights this whole time.
No, they got lights from Grandma.
That's right.
She came in, helped him out.
See, we all talk over our wives. I guess it's just a bad... I feel like I'm eventually going to end up having to finish your sentence anyway.
Well, yes.
So I'm just like jumping on it ahead of time.
Whatevs.
We talk over each other too after some Baileys. Wait till y'all see. I'm sure a bunch of videos are coming out from us and from Steph of our meetup today. It was pretty crazy.
And Steph, I'm going to be very upset with Steve if he does not cut out.
It does suck you in. So I just interrupted you again.
You just go right ahead.
It's only midnight. What? It's like 2:08. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like, we'll just give a little update real quick tonight, and then here we still are. I've talked and talked and talked and talked and talked and drank and ate a lot of M&Ms.
Steph, you are not in a different time zone right now. It is not midnight. So we went to Walmart when we checked in. And I said, Michael goes, hey, you want to go get some candy? I said, sure, you go down the aisle and get it. And he comes back with that giant...
Somewhere it's midnight.
...bag of candy. And I was like, are you for real right now?
Disney is a very addictive topic. That's when you get me rambling. Especially when you talk old school Disney.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming.
Yeah, let us know if you can meet up Friday. We'll have to be back in touch. Have a good night, Disney Life. Thanks for hanging out with us.
It was fun talking. Hope y'all have a good night and sleep well.
Barely 11:08. See, I wish it was still 11:08. I'd feel better about how tired I'm going to be tomorrow.
There's several great things, but we are really enjoying this 2-bedroom that we're staying in right now because we tell the kids that they are not allowed to come out of their bedroom until we wake up in the morning.
But they got a TV in there and a bathroom, so they're fine.
They have their own bathroom, their own TV. They come out and get their breakfast and then go back in their room. So
big bags of candy. Yeah, you see how big?
Y'all have done a 3-hour live stream.
It's as big as my head.
It is.
And her head.
A 3-hour stream. That's awesome. I see how it's easy to do, especially when you have a lot of people on that you can talk to and you can continue the conversation.
You guys go to Disneyland, right? I still have never been.
No, be our fan? They do Disneyland?
I don't know.
I know
I'm
that.
asking because that's where they are.
Be our fan?
Yeah.
We're gonna have our own argument right here. I thought Joey and Maya lived. I don't know. Y'all tell us where you live because I didn't. I know that Tiny and Goldilocks live in California. Oh.
I thought they were all Cali people out there.
Oh.
Yeah, see, Disneyland.
Y'all are in California?
And yeah, Joey's always 49ers, Golden State.
Oh, that's right. And they're okay. I knew that. My bad. Sorry.
I've never been to Disneyland. I grew up little baby boy going to Walt Disney World in Florida.
You're only an hour away? You need to go. I know it costs a lot of money, so I can understand. And it's just, I don't know, life is busy. So when you're working and you're dealing with things, like finding time to get over there is hard. I don't have an Instagram account. I can't figure out
Instagram.
I mean, I know how to use Instagram, but I don't know. I don't take a lot of pictures. Okay, so y'all live in Central California, right under San Francisco, like an hour and a half. Okay. Awesome.
See, I told you, I know what I'm talking about. I pay attention to these live streams.
Steph, I do have an Instagram account. It's just, I don't take pictures. I'm either videoing or I'm
Facebooking.
I'm actually just stalking people. I'm not actually posting much on my Facebook
but I'm
either.
On Facebook like half the day.
Oh, awesome. Disneyland annual pass holders.
Disney World annual pass holders here.
Yeah, we have never been to Disneyland. We have talked about it numerous times. And when we lived in Texas, it made a lot more sense. And I could kick myself that we never went because we talked about it. But now that we live in Tennessee, I think it's going to be near impossible for us to ever go over there because for 5 of us, we would have to fly just because of the amount of time I get off for work. I think it takes too many days to travel there and back, so we would have to fly.
I'd rather go to Vegas.
And then, hey, Vegas is awesome too.
We honeymooned in
That's
Vegas.
where we had our honeymoon. How many years ago?
3. Wait, it's 2017, so 18 years ago.
18 years, yeah. So, anyway, I could kick myself for not going to Disneyland because I don't think we'll ever go. We can't afford 5 plane tickets.
I wanted to see Cars Land. A lot of the stuff, they got similar stuff in both parks, but I heard that. Steve told me that today. You guys got married in Vegas. I immediately pictured Elvis.
Yeah, that's fun.
What are y'all doing tonight, Joey?
And don't say just watching our live stream. No, I'm just kidding.
I know he's always got action going on in the background.
Is JoJo feeling better? Did he go to school today?
Telling mom jokes.
His grandma said he would have better gone. No, Elvis. Was it just a planned wedding or was it
Elvis is cool.
Elvis is cool. We love Dolly Parton. She's still alive. I don't know how that.
Where'd that go from?
I don't know. I was thinking.
Because she's our hometown hero in Sevierville.
I guess. I don't know. She's not really a popular singer anymore. I was thinking she was more like, I don't know. It's late, so just ignore what I'm saying.
Just got back from a Christmas party at church.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah, our Christmas party that we're supposed to go to at church happened in the same night that we're leaving here to go back to Tennessee. So I don't know if we're going to make it or not.
Yeah.
It was a female minister, regular wedding. We had a few people there.
Okay, so it was totally planned,
obviously. Was there Bailey's? Oh no, Goldie's phone's dying. I'm surprised
I
my
hate
phone
that.
hasn't died yet.
No, I hate that. It's like I want to buy one of those fuel rods for my phone, but the only time I'm going to be able to replenish it is when I'm at Disney. So what's the point? I mean, I guess can you
He's gotta go.
bye, Goldilocks? Have a good night.
So glad you stopped by.
She thinks that we're going to still be on when she gets home.
Oh my. You never know. I thought we were going to be off like an hour and a half ago.
Their wedding.
See, that's what I thought they should have added to that LeFou's brew. Rum would have been perfect in that. Tonight.
Okay, so I can charge it at home. Just like plug it into the wall or charge it on my laptop or a USB or whatever.
BR TV, you guys seem like very cool, chill people.
Thanks.
We try to be like you guys. You know what I'm saying?
There's no one that can be like Joey.
Yeah, no, true.
I can't even do the smash, smash, smash that like button. Okay, so USB, awesome.
We might be.
We'll see, Goldilocks.
We'll see.
If Michael continues to finish my sentences, maybe I can keep him awake. We might still be on. I don't know. Yeah. So okay. Well, I didn't realize that about the fuel rods, but I think that sounds like definitely a good option, especially when you are at the parks. I was worried, Steph, when you started live streaming. I was like, oh no, what if her battery dies before we meet up and we won't be able to, like,
You were being selfish, wanting to be on her live stream.
No, I was afraid her phone was going to die before we met up. But then I was thinking to myself, I bet you she's got one of those fuel rods, especially if she lives here. So.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
It's all about the fuel rods.
Yeah, we can use it at Dollywood.
Gosh. Okay, I was digging Dollywood when we were there, but like when you're at Disney, Dollywood seems like around here all of a sudden.
Dollywood is definitely like the stepchild to Disney. It's like 4 steps down from
it's
Disney.
Still fun though. I can't complain about having it in our backyard though. I'm going, but
it is nice. I will say.
Lots of roller coasters.
The first time we walked into Dollywood, I was like, what is this place? Like,
it's like Hillbilly Vegas.
I was being a major snob, nose up in the air. River of Light.
Yeah, you saw the River of Light there. It's telling you.
I was definitely thinking, okay, what made us do YouTube? Joey wants to ask us that question. Anyway, I was being a snob about Dollywood, but I have grown to love it and think that they do a pretty good job, but they do like to copy a lot from Disney.
Why did we start to do YouTube?
We'll go back to when we actually originally first started YouTube.
Yeah, back before it was Google Tube. I used to use YouTube to upload our Disney videos just to share with people on Facebook. And it would blow my mind. Like, I didn't even try to get subscribers or views or anything. I just sent them up there and then like sent the link to friends and stuff so they could see all our Disney shenanigans. And those things would get like thousands of views, and it just blew my mind. Like somehow people were finding us. And so that was just, I don't know, just kind of happened. And then, I don't know, until, what? It's only been like 5 weeks since we kind of came back onto YouTube. Yeah. And tried to do YouTube for YouTube this time.
Yeah, for actual YouTube.
But now I'm finding it's changed so much. Like, it used to be so easy to get views, and now it's like you got to work your tail off to get people to watch your videos and subscribe and all that stuff. I think Google Tube made that happen. But for us, it was like I'd always video a lot of the stuff we were doing, and the reason I kind of have come back and making content again and things like that was mainly for the kids.
So the kids really wanted to do it.
Yeah,
they were the ones
it.
that pushed us this time to start editing and uploading videos again. And I don't know, this go around, I'm more into it. The first go around,
yeah, she thought it was crazy.
I was like, dude,
why are you wasting your time?
You can't even enjoy the freaking trip because you're behind that camera the whole time.
This is me at Disney.
Like literally, like, and he'd be like 500 steps behind us, and I'm like, we have places to go, people to see, things to do, and so I was a little frustrated several years ago when we started at the first go round.
That's exactly right, too, Steph. That's what I think our kids have so many memories of stuff that, like, if they didn't have videos of it, they'd have just forgot it all. Like their first Disney trips and stuff when they were like little bitty kids. They remember it, like they actually remember it because they watched the videos of it so many times and things like that. And we record a lot of other stuff, you know, birthdays and Christmas stuff and all that we don't ever really had never put on YouTube or anything. But they've seen those videos so many times, it's like they almost remember being that little, which I know I didn't have that.
Yeah. And so obviously I want to be able to look back myself and see those things, but it's good for the kids. And
it's not easy at all, is it? It takes community like this, and that's what's so cool though. I'm loving whether what we started YouTube for or not. What I'm really enjoying about it now is meeting everybody like you and because
obviously when we first started years ago,
there wasn't even all this stuff.
Yeah, uploading videos, and so we weren't actually getting involved in the YouTube community. And so this now has become more fun for us, where the kids are enjoying seeing themselves on TV and seeing how many subscribers we get and all that. But like for us, we're enjoying the getting to know everybody and
like-minded people, being cool, showing love to everybody.
Steph said she wished we had this when she was a kid.
Yeah, no joke. I would have loved to seen all the stuff, memories when I was a kid and things. I don't even have photo albums anymore or nothing. It's all up here.
He has a good memory though, so
I'm like an elephant.
I don't. He can tell you what sheets he had on his bed when he was 4. Right? Yeah.
Like, Incredible Hulk.
I don't even know where I was living when I was 4. I don't know.
I was gonna do my elephant noise, but it'd probably wake up the people sleeping on the other side of this wall.
Well, don't knock on the wall. Jeez.
Smash that wall.
Okay, so Joey says our kids pushed us to do it. They like doing the challenges and vlogs, not so much the live streams. We took the live streams.
They were good on the live stream.
We started live streams when it was all crazy. Wasn't all crazy on YouTube. Now it's all over.
Yeah, live streams is like but it's a quick way to get content up too, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys going live because Tiny and Goldilocks, like watching a few of y'all's live streams sort of pushed me to go ahead and say I can do this, because at first I was like, I'll never go do live just because that's not my personality. Wake up, Reese. No,
you wouldn't want that right now. I'd be like, evil Reese.
Yeah, she definitely be upset. Steve doesn't remember anything when he was a kid. His parents are horrible people. Oh, well, if they really are horrible people, then I'm glad he doesn't remember anything from his childhood. I don't know if that was part of the reason why I don't remember a lot of my childhood, was just not that my parents, there were any issues there. Yeah, it was just my parents did get divorced when I was 4 or 5. So that was sort of traumatic. There was a lot of drama going on with all of that. I don't know. I just was sort of an outcast in school, and I don't know. So I don't remember any of my childhood, but nothing horrible. Just I blocked it. I don't know. I just don't have good memory, I think.
Joey, do you guys like doing the live streams better than like just, making video content?
We're getting too deep.
Too deep.
Okay, I'm sorry.
There's no too deep.
Dumbo.
Dumbo.
Okay, loosen up, or
Man.
Dumbo.
Tiny's here. What's up?
How are you? Goldie was on earlier. She said her phone died and she was heading home. Now it's been 25 minutes, so I don't know.
We're still here. We thought we were going. Yeah, here we are. I'm gonna have to have some more candy.
Okay, here, I've got some over here that I didn't eat.
Yeah, I think the interaction was cool too.
Y'all have y'all have established a good base of followers and family, so obviously your live streams are very interactive and fun and that sort of thing. So
and Goldie's there too.
Just walking out of the casino. Oh, awesome. I didn't get to watch or finish watching the live stream when you guys were leaving the casino.
Am I supposed to stare at the webcam?
And Goldie was wanting to go to bed, and Tiny was staying outside, so I didn't get to see.
Oh, yeah. See, I hate it. Yeah, it's easier to do too when you're live streaming. I'm like, I don't like it when I spend hours and hours creating this edited masterpiece and then like 20 people watch it. Where like before Google Tube, I could have thousands of people see it.
Steph, you did a great job going live, so you need to do it more often. And you'll get those followers. We'll get your name out there and stuff. So
today was your first live, and we got to be a part of it. Part of some of it. I know we weren't on the first one.
Gained way more subs off our live streams. Random people finding us on live streams, seeing my loud breath and subbing. Well, you're definitely body off on your rants, and Maya's like, keep with the chat, and you're like, I'm talking right now, woman, leave me alone. Are we there?
Are we back?
I don't know what happened.
Are we back?
Steph, don't text me because I won't see your text for 40 minutes.
You check text like...
I don't know what happened. I think we jacked with the screen by being stupid.
You interfered with it when you were turning this purple and yellow.
Yes, okay. I see you. Yay!
I would have hated to have been able to go to bed.
Man. Going to bed at 2:30, that had just been way too early.
Oh
my goodness. I have to sit differently. No, you're not allowed to.
I'll be right back.
Oh my goodness, guys.
Maybe I'll sing in the background.
It's gonna sing in the background.
As a specimen, I'm quite intimidating. Sorry.
He hasn't had any Baileys tonight. Where are we from? Okay, so I'm originally from Texas, and I think we talked about this because y'all have family in Austin. Was who was listening that day. But anyway, so I'm originally from Texas, lived all of my life in Texas up until 2013 when we moved to Tennessee. My husband is originally from Florida. He spent most of his life living there. We actually met online And yeah, so there's a story for you. We met online in 2010, and we quickly, he moved from Florida to Texas, and we lived together, got married, and then had children and all that jazz. And
lived together.
Well, we got married, then we lived together. We did not live together before we got married. But we then moved in 2013 from Texas to Tennessee. So that is our story.
Keeping it real with a live bathroom break.
Yeah, well, welcome back, Michael.
All right.
We're in Texas. You guys lived in Texas for a while? Okay, so I was born in Lubbock. Oh, now you want part of the camera. Okay, so I was born in Lubbock, Texas, lived there only for 2 weeks of my infant years, weeks, whatever.
Infant years? Oh.
We then moved to Conroe, which is about an hour outside of Houston, Texas. And then from Conroe, Texas, we moved to Austin, Texas, and spent most of my growing up in Austin. So,
did you say how we met?
Oh, but we met over the phone. You guys met over the phone? Awesome. How'd you meet over the phone? You got to explain that. Like
1-800-AWESOME.
Yeah, I don't. So back in 1999, 98, we met in 98. Yes.
December 10th.
December 10th, 1998. So we actually met through. It was a long time when internet was like first getting going. We still had like dial up back then.
Yep.
And
hadn't even come out yet.
I was off at college in my dorm room, bored to tears after I'd finished all my studying. They had chat rooms back then. I don't know if anybody recalls the program called ICQ. And so I just randomly picked just said random person to chat with, and it happened to be Michael. All the way across in Florida. And it was not my desire to obviously find my soulmate, because if that was the case, I would have definitely picked someone in Texas or closer to me. But we just hit it off immediately, talking all night long, hours at a time. I don't know. I think your cell phone bill, like the first month, was like $600.
Those were landlines, honey.
Oh, landline. Okay. Did we not have cell phones then?
No, we did, but that was like emergency communication.
Okay.
I ran up like a $700
phone bill on his dad's landline.
But it was cool because it was totally like, for us, it was totally a God thing. Like, it was just weird. He put us together like that, just out of the blue. And I remember that night in particular, when she first sent me a message, I had stood up from my desk and I was leaning over to press the power button on my computer. And all of a sudden this message pops up and it just says, hello, and like, from Jessica. And I was like, what? And like, so 2 seconds later, if I had hit that power button, I'd have never got the message. But so I saw the message and was just like, hello. And then, the rest is history. 18 years later and 3 kids later.
Tiny, I don't believe you. It says I was a stripper in Goldilocks. Well, that's cool.
That's awesome.
That's neat. Back when we first met, though, like I said, the internet was
just... It was, like, straight up embarrassing to say.
It was.
We met online. Everybody would be like, how do you do that?
I mean, like
AOL?
No, nobody... There was no...
one of them free discs in the mail?
Online dating services that was not popular. People were like, you're going to meet a psychopath, or he's going to kill you.
That's what your mom said.
Just how in the world could you know this person and all this stuff? And I'm like, I think I know this person better than I would somebody that I'm dating, like, in real life, just because we spent so much time talking over the phone and on the internet just about everything under the sun. You look very evil right now.
Evil?
I don't know. You were like, anyway, so I don't know. It was very embarrassing in the beginning when people would say, "How'd you guys meet?" And I'd be like, it's a long story. Now it's cool. Like, everybody's like, "Oh, internet, cool." I'm dead serious. She was throwing dollars at me back when I was
I hope they weren't like silver dollars.
the silver. All right, well, I'll take your word for it. I'm not sure if I believe it, but okay. That's funny.
Okay, so do we ask Joey next?
Yeah, Joey, how'd you and Maya meet? You have to.
He's gonna say, at church.
Church. So if it were silver dollars, I'd have to be dodging those things. Yeah. Well, what? She'd have a giant purse with like 10 pounds worth of silver dollars.
Just dragging the bag across the floor. It was so full.
No, she was using the big dollars. That's funny. In high school, y'all were high school sweethearts. Of course you were.
Oh.
I can totally see that.
She probably helped Joey come out of his shell. I bet he was really shy and timid.
Oh, sure, right. Yeah, exactly. Not. I was not a stripper. I was just trying to make you guys.
Hey, somebody likes everything, you know?
I was gonna say. That was funny though. You had me going there for a while. I'm pretty gullible, so doesn't take much for me to. Y'all been married 14 years now. We were teens. Okay, so Michael and I met, and I was 18 and you were 19.
Was I 19?
And so, when we got married.
We got married 9 months after meeting on that.
9 months. We got married really fast.
Didn't have a baby for 7 years, though.
Okay, so, but wait, how old were you and I when we got married?
21 and 19, because
yeah.
I had just turned 21. And then we had the wedding, and then you turned 20 right after the.
So our honeymoon, which we said earlier in this stream, was to Las Vegas. So we were super young. I was not able to gamble. And we, of course, show up in the casino because that's where we're staying. And I swear to goodness, I must have had a sign on me that said underage, because everywhere I walked, they were like, "You're not allowed on that carpet. You can't do this. You can't do that." And I was like, I have no plans on doing any of that. But it was just crazy that I swear I must have had a sign on me that said, underage. But we still had a good time.
You were just so cute, honey. How long have we been married? 18 years, right?
Yes, 18 years is our anniversary is in September. Yeah. So we've been married a long time.
Yeah, we still look so young.
Oh yeah, so young. You're about to be 40.
I had a lot more hair back then too, but
Michael had long hair, and when we first met, I told him
I was a rock star.
I told him that he needed to cut his hair, or else I wasn't going to marry him. And
get rid of my Camaro.
He said, "Hey, Goldilocks, you were still on. Oh my gosh. So
I'm 39 now. Somehow that happened.
Anyway,
back in August.
We were talking about your hair.
Oh yeah, my hair was like way down here.
Yeah, so he had long hair, and I said, "Thanks. Well, congratulations on 7 years. That's a great milestone. You've made it that far, so you can definitely do a lot more than that. You can double it and triple it." But so Michael had long hair when we first started dating, and I said, "You better shave that, or I'm not marrying you."
You didn't say shave.
Oh, well, cut it, yeah. And then we got married, and he said, "The only way that I'm going to cut this hair is if I go bald, or I start to go bald." And so
it started to happen.
He started going bald, and for Valentine's Day 1 year, I got home and he had shaved his head, and I was so excited. I love it. Hello, Maya. How are you? Thanks for coming on. That's crazy. That's awesome.
She just missed our life story.
Yeah, you'll have to replay the video. No, we
you can just tell it all again, baby.
I'm good, Maya. Thanks. How we all met, and Joey was saying how you guys met as teenagers. That is awesome that y'all were sweethearts.
In high school?
In high school, yes. Thank you. You can finish my sentences. Michael's finishing my sentences because it's
I have to.
Almost 3 a.m. here.
You're going to kill me in the morning.
Me? Yeah. So anyway, that's what we've been talking about. How we all met.
How we met today.
How many years we've been married. All that good stuff. We were talking about how
husbands got to keep their wives in line.
Tiny used to be a stripper, and Goldie was totally into that. She was throwing the big dollars at him. This is a family chat, though, so even though it's 2:40 in the morning, we won't go into details.
It's still laughing. Laugh out loud.
It is not midnight.
Let's turn the fan on. It's getting warm up in here.
You can turn the air on. Anyway.
Just blows the computer away.
Oh my gosh, y'all really did meet in high school, freshman year. You had a boyfriend? He didn't care. He broke up with me and So Joey didn't care that you had a boyfriend. He broke you guys up.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
That is awesome.
Girl you like, you just make it happen.
No details. Yeah, we won't go into those details. That's awesome. I could totally see Joey being like that.
Joey's all smash that boyfriend.
Come for me. That is so funny.
Oh. My game was just stronger. That's right.
I can only imagine.
You dropped that 0.
She couldn't resist my body. Y'all are funny. So funny.
Animal attraction.
He told all the guys in class to not talk to me or he was going to beat them up. Oh my goodness, I love it. Tiny was too with them stripper moves. That's what did it for you, Goldie. Those stripper moves, you just couldn't resist, huh? That's funny. I convinced Michael of
This is gonna be interesting. We're talking about strippers and it goes right in segue.
This is how rumors get started. Now Maya thinks that Tiny was a stripper.
He was a stripper on here for about 20 minutes.
He totally convinced me because I'm 100% gullible that he was a stripper. But I was going to say that I had convinced Michael when we first met that I owned a coon dog.
That ain't fair.
He always says this. He says,
fair.
That's not fair because I never really believed you. But
yeah, because I was in Florida and she's like in Texas and she's, we're all crazy hillbillies out here. And she tried to say she had a dog that was a dog and a raccoon mix. She called it a coon dog.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
And I kept saying, you lying. I don't believe you. And she kept saying, yes, it's true. It's true. So finally I was like, all right, whatever. It's true.
That just made me feel comfortable with myself.
Chippendale Photoshop picture. That's like visuals we don't need to have. No.
Yeah, that is so funny. So do I know if we're going to VidCon? I know that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, listen to everything Joey has to say about it.
I don't think that we will be able to go, just because of the. No, that's not on our radar to do that.
Also, I love you.
Aww.
Here's another crazy one.
Okay.
How we met, on the internet and all that. We talked on the phone. And I think I scared her maybe, but I told her I was going to marry her before I ever even saw a picture of her or anything. I just knew that I knew that I knew. I got them blue-green eyes too.
So, Michael's eyes changed colors.
Yep. They went from blue to green. Ooh.
Mine have always been brown.
I can't even open them all the way right
almost
now.
Black. Yeah.
Aww.
Maya's falling in love with Goldie and her eyes.
Lots of eye loving going on tonight.
Okay, so Tiny and Goldilocks, when y'all are on the same, it's hard to know which one of you is saying what. So I was confused by that, but. So Tiny's eyes, his color, eye color changes too.
You see like this, the turn blue.
Still does that. He swears up and down that his eyes were blue. And then when we met, his eyes turned green. I'm not sure what that's all about. But when
my driver's license even said, my Florida driver's license said blue eyes. When I got to Texas and I get my new driver's license, it was like eye color, and the lady wrote green. And I'm like, excuse me, man, my eyes are blue. And she starts arguing with me, my green. And I'm like, I'll be doggone, they are green now.
So I don't know if Michael was crazy that his eyes were blue at one point or if they really did change colors, but I don't know.
Type in all caps like, he's streaming at us.
But he never listens. Well, yeah, he doesn't listen. I know you were telling him to go to bed one night or one early morning when y'all got back from the casino and he wasn't listening to that either. So I think guys,
off camera.
guys tend to do whatever they want to do.
Oh yeah.
Did Steph, did you leave? It's only 12 o'clock. All right, bye, Maya. I know we need to go too. Honestly, it's almost 3 a.m. But thanks for smashing that like button so much.
Thanks
we appreciate it.
I love talking to all you guys.
Yeah. We've had a lot of fun tonight. We are definitely streaming a whole lot longer than we ever anticipated.
Turned into 3 hours.
And now that we have told our whole life story, I'm almost wondering if we should not publish this video because the whole world can see it now. It's easier when I just think I'm talking to like, 6 people or whatever, but now I'm starting to question that. All right. Well, I don't know if that's Tiny or Goldilocks, but if you got to go and get some sleep, I understand. All right. Bye, Joey. We appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You rock. We appreciate the love. So, Steph?
We probably ought to be wrapping it up here in at least a couple minutes.
I think we were going to have to say goodnight too. So even though it's just midnight.
So long, farewell. I'll be to say goodnight.
We have definitely been on for a while. Our kids will be awake Caleb will be awake at 7.
She said, yo, okay.
And so we need to be good parents tomorrow. We've got a lot to do at Disney, so we better go to bed. But it was so much fun. Thanks for
hanging out, everybody. We love all y'all.
We'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Now, how do I turn it off?
This is going to be the odd part where we're like, how do we turn it off? Is it still going?